Dean, Halloween is right around the corner. Right around the corner.
Yeah, what, 2 days? Thursday, I guess?
Yeah, I think that's how that works.
Hide the candy from Kevin.
Count it down.
Jesus
Shit,
Christ.
dude.
Don't say that, bro. That's scary stuff.
Yeah, like our spooky little Collectible
Wow.
Weekly in there in the corner.
Yeah, I didn't even know we had that. It's been in
just
there the whole
Ben.
time. Well,
Doing one of these.
It's rude as fuck, by the way.
what are we, anyone dressing up for Halloween?
No, they don't make.
I don't think they celebrate that in.
I was
Europe,
I was gonna
or
wear
your
my
part of the
sexy
world.
SWAT outfit for you guys, but I thought it'd be too much. Honestly, it's not after dark.
Really?
Sexy SWAT.
Mike's dressed up. He's just not wearing any
I've been working
pants
the
for the
arms.
looks of things.
Jeez.
Hey, you got to pay for that view.
That's the adventure world right there. Jay, what is your son is? Do y'all even do Halloween up there? I don't actually don't know.
course.
Dress him
yeah,
up
of
as a
course.
Dorito.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
no.
A chip
He'll be
off
wearing
the old
orange.
cheese
He'll be
block.
wearing orange though. He'll be wearing orange though. He's got
Garfield.
he's dressed up as a construction worker this year.
Wow.
So he's a Latino this year.
What the?
No.
Hey, lots
Does
he have the Home Depot bib?
He's not a landscaper.
What? Okay, Mike, you cannot say that.
Yeah.
I'm
What
the only
the-
one here that can't say
Do
it.
you know what's crazy?
You and Shane
after
probably.
after I begged Zach to let me come on the show, I was thinking, I wonder if he was racist in real life, and turns out, yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't just play this on TV.
The construction worker. I might dress up as like a foreman or something with a clipboard. Something simple, nothing crazy.
Oh, of
But
course,
You're gonna
he
dress up
wants
as
to be the white
foreskin?
guy.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Definitely
a
Irish.
related
Mr.
costume,
George.
a related costume. I think I was last year the NASA. He was an astronaut, and I was like the NASA like tech telling like on the ground, at Houston.
Well, that is a Halloween costume because Canadians, they really don't go to space. So yeah, do that.
Wow.
We have that in common
There's
too.
two types of countries, There's those that can keep their power running during a heat wave, and those that can't.
I also smoked this stuff called alternate reality the other day.
It's cold
and
wave
it made
for
me feel
us.
like
How dare you?
space.
I'm talking about
cold wave.
Texas in the summer. You guys can't keep your power on.
We didn't lose power in the summer.
That's literally.
You guys have brownouts and stuff, don't you?
Brown.
No, those are just
house?
brown
Yeah, that's
people
a whole
out.
different thing.
Those are just
I-
brown people out.
That was you. That was you guys.
No, we don't. I think they said that we might need to do it, but we didn't get anywhere close. To,
Yeah, I've
That's
never
a
had-
California thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it. Yeah, we'll see.
No, trust me. When it gets
There you
cold,
go.
though, that's the kicker.
Yeah, then
the
you're
kicker.
really
You'll know
screwed,
it's
too.
bad when 10 Cruz is going to Cancun. That's when you know it's bad. Eddie, what are you doing for Halloween? Are you and Adriana dressing up?
We're going to a Halloween party on Saturday, and I think she wants to dress up,
Seriously?
but we don't have costumes yet. So we'll
Mhm.
probably go shopping this week, and I have no idea. There was talk of her being Red from Pirates of the Caribbean, like Disney, and me being Jack Sparrow, and so that might happen.
Wow. I pay to see that.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Are there brown pirates?
Jack
think
is
so.
kind of tan, Jack has a little tan. Oh, you fuck. Oh, I just got it. You can't say that, man.
Well,
Wow.
The day we were canceled.
You killed Eddie.
Jesus.
Wow.
yeah, as long as we all know it doesn't come from a place of hate, we're just busting each other's chops.
Well, the Irish stuff, that was from a place of hate, so.
Yeah, we're used to that.
Don't say that.
I'm just putting
boy.
these in the bank, man. I'm just putting these in the bank. Oh, wait,
There
oh
you
wait,
go.
oh wait. I'll pick my moment.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in the doll collection.
These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
Should we lock in the artillery power?
This is the true form of lore gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Ben.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Mike.
Badfish.
I am soaking wet right now. I'm Shane. I'm so glad to be here.
Wow. Wow. Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That's right. We want to thank everyone out there who's watching, whether you're live in the YouTube studio audience, Twitch, or you're catching us on the replay. Wherever you like your podcast delivered to you. Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud is a huge hit. Wherever you're catching us, thank you. We love you and appreciate you.
There you go. There's not a lot to talk about today, but we're going to have fun. We brought some extra guests in. Shane, thank you for joining us today. What the hell is wrong with Mike's head?
It looks like a target.
Whoa.
Got like a gang symbol on his head. What was that all about?
It looked like a predator.
It looked like
Yeah.
the Black Widow symbols on your forehead.
I knew Eddie didn't want me here.
Wow, you hate to see it.
It's rude.
Maybe it's that Mac stuff when you can give the thumbs up and
StreamYard Mark.
Oh, maybe
it's a new thing.
Who knows? Dean, we have a very special segment that we start off all of our best shows with.
Yeah, you guys ready?
Yes.
It's new this week.
Yeah. What'd you get new this week? I didn't get jack shit. How about you guys?
Yay.
No Sonics? You hate to see
No,
it.
not this week.
You hate to
Saving
see
up.
it. Yeah, so Deadpool came for me on Wednesday last week, so I literally missed New This Week last week by a day, which was the worst. The crazy part is that I had the Deadpool 2 figure in my collection. It's one of my oldest figures that I'd had. It was the second figure I was ever given. And it was an amazing figure. I loved it. I honestly thought that I'd wasted my money by upgrading because I was like, they can't make it that different, right? Got the new one in hand, did my comparison video, absolutely have fallen in love with this figure. It's now easily one of my most favorite figures in the collection, which is wild considering I've had a Deadpool for so long. I sold the Deadpool 2 figure. I sold him. I was like, that's it. I only need one. This is the one. It's fantastic. The brighter white eyes are so good. So for the expressiveness of the character and everything, posability is so much better. Proportions are better. This is awesome. So this was I haven't been actually this excited about unboxing a figure in months, honestly. Like I had so much fun just like playing with it and like posing it and all the things. So yeah, I'm glad people watched the video because it was a fun one to film. It took me way too many hours than I'd care to admit though to do like the 50 different poses for the dance video I made and all this stuff. So, but totally recommend this one if you guys are on the fence with it.
Wow. Very cool. I just accidentally closed the damn slides. Give me 1 second. I
thought that was like the cane. It's like, get him off the stage.
Yeah, sorry about that. Mike, what did you get this week?
You bastard.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, time out.
man,
Did I miss you?
No, Mike.
He's
I'm
just
talking about
jealous.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was
Yeah,
like,
he's
shit.
just
I
mad.
thought I
No,
told
I
you.
got two good ones. Sorry I didn't get you any pictures after unboxing, but Aragorn from InArt is absolutely everything it's been hyped up to be. I got nothing bad to say about that figure other than the standard, wrist pegs are kind of a pain in the ass. Putting the belt and stuff together can be cumbersome, but I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of enjoy it a little bit. It's nice to actually have a figure where you just don't just kind of take it out and stand it up and you're done. So I don't hate it as much as most people, but it's fantastic. And then I got my first Mafex figure. I got Zach's favorite superhero, Daredevil, and that thing blew me away too. I always knew those things were good, but damn, that's a lot of fun. So highly recommend it.
There you go. Congratulations. Let's see. Who do we have here? The 1/6 figure focus.
Jealous.
Yeah. First of all, just thanks very much for allowing me to be on the show, guys. Particularly Zach, because I understand he's the boss. And sorry. No, thanks for allowing me to be on the show because I was watching you since. What is this? What is this? Is this when you
Just
to
got
shut up?
points for that.
All right, okay.
Yeah, you got a point.
That's points.
All right,
That's a
okay. I
plus.
thought was that. I thought it was like your time.
Brownest
Was up. And I watched the
nose.
show.
You watch the show?
I watch the show every single Wednesday morning.
You know what that
Sometimes I comment. Sometimes I comment twice, right? But
does, actually.
thanks very much. I do appreciate it. I've been a fan of the show since like lockdown. Anyway, so it's disappointing.
Mostly since
when-
I joined, obviously. Sorry.
Actually, I think it's been great that you and Marco haven't been around for a while.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'll take my points, Zach. Sorry.
That's valid.
Wow.
Give him one for me too.
So it sucks when any figure you're looking forward to disappoints you. And it really sucks if it's a figure you're really, really looking forward to disappoints you. And this is definitely the complete opposite. This is like the figure I was really looking forward to. It is awesome. It's just great. The likeness on the head sculpt, the body, the texture on the arms, the musculature of everything. It's just I was reviewing it today, trying to fault it, and it's very hard to fault it. It's pretty damn good. So if you're looking forward to this figure and you want the DX19, Zach, I think you should get on.
Wow.
This. It's incredible.
It's on my Christmas list along with the Tumblr. We'll see if I've been a good boy this year.
It's really good.
The hand on the left looks fine, like on the left picture, the right hand, but on the right picture, it looks really small. Compared to his forearm, it's like, yeah, it's just really.
I think it's probably the way I have it posed, to be honest.
It could be just the camera flip.
Yeah. It's not to trust me. Like when you have it, like it's. I could not get over how good it was. Like I was literally finding things, even like when the look I prefer for Bane is with the coat, and then like I heard so many people going, "Oh, the body is so good. Why would you cover it up?" And I was like, "Yeah, I get that." And then I unboxed and I was like, "Oh God, they're totally right. This looks amazing. Why would I put the coat on?" And then I put the coat on and I was thinking, it took me a bit of effort to kind of get it on properly and futz it. I was like, okay, maybe this is actually a bit too tight and I'm never going to use this. But then again, once I just sorted it, even the coat drapes really well. It's so good. Yeah, if you're looking forward to this figure, I think you're going to be happy.
Did you ever have the 1.0, Shane?
I would not buy that shit.
I tried to buy it.
It's a great
Crushing
figure.
your
It's right
dreams.
here. It's
Ben
right
wouldn't sell
there.
it
It's
to me.
so good.
But he
Sell it to me.
skipped arm day. Come on.
Yeah, but he's under the coat. I've got the coat on him all the
no,
time.
no,
It's beautiful.
Ben
He's
wouldn't sell it
amazing.
to me. I offered him.
I'm
top
just jealous
dollar.
because I've wanted this one.
I know what you're trying to do, man. I
I
watched
chose
the
to
show. You
skip
bought
on
that
this.
for $100. You
I
bought it for
know.
$100.
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
trying to offload. I know what you're doing.
Yeah,
I
know.
offered him a good money, and he doesn't even accept it.
If I can even find this one on secondary for a retail price, because that's I don't want to pay more if I can avoid it, then I would consider it. But only because you're a friend. That's it.
Wow. So someone in your
But
life.
to Dean
That's
first
insane.
because he defended me over the cause babies. So
Wow.
Dean gets first.
I actually think you're Cosstradamus. I think there's method in your madness.
Badfish, unplug your mic.
And I only said that the 1.0 is shit to kind of wind you up a bit. It seemed mean. I'm sorry.
It worked. It's fine.
Badfish, plug your mic back in.
I love you.
Let's see here. Ba-ba-da-bum. So I don't have this yet. Dean, I think you'll be excited for this. It hit my pile of loot today. The Spider-Man crystal puzzle. Shout out to Dean. This has been on my pre-order list since March. And like a good boy, I've been waiting all year for it. And I early in the year, I went to Swarovski and was very tempted to spend like stupid money on the real Swarovski. This was $20, and I feel like it scratches the itch to own something shiny. So
yeah, like on the shelf, you're not gonna know the difference from your desk,
Yeah, I don't think so. And also, I could probably drop this one and it won't explode.
Yeah.
So that's what is this? Eddie, can you look into that? What Tim just said. So yeah, this is in my pile of loot. I don't know. I might look next week, see if there's something else I want to add, because I do want to get this shit pretty soon. But maybe I imagine it's probably not super complex to build, so maybe we'll do a live unboxing / build of it and see what we think about it. I'm trying not to watch reviews because I feel like it's going to let me down, but at the same time, the ceiling is pretty high for how cool this thing could be. So,
you said $20?
Yep, $20. I think they had 3 different characters. I want to see
I think it was
Black
this
Panther.
Cap and Black. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it might have been Cap. But we all know how I feel about Captain America. So I chose to get this one. But yeah, very excited about that.
You also got another figure, Zach.
Oh, I did, yeah. I haven't picked it up yet. But look at that. Toby, baby. Those who know, tragically, my Toby Spider-Man suffered... Badfish, your mic is fucked. I don't know what's happening.
Okay. Is it? I don't hear anything.
Is it just me?
No, he's crinkling to me too, pretty hard.
It's like very Robetronic. I don't know if you might want to unplug the USB or something. But my Badfish, or Jesus Christ, my Badfish, my Spider-Man, I had magnets installed in his feet, and it works amazing. It's so fun. But one of the magnets came out, and I put like the littlest drop of super glue and put the magnet back in the foot. But I guess when it was drilled, perhaps it entered into the joint cavity, and so I left it for a night, and I came back, and he couldn't move his ankle, and I ruined the figure's foot trying to get the joint unstuck, despite my best efforts, and yeah, it broke my heart. So
the magnetize is a cool idea, though, dude. So you can put it up on your
really
your metal shelf, sort of thing.
Oh yeah, I put it everywhere. Yeah, anywhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. I probably won't do
That's a cool
it
idea.
again because that happened, but it's not anyone's fault. Just something happened.
It just reminded me, Zach, when I pulled out your Spider-Man, I did have a new this week. I totally forgot.
Oh yeah, what did you got?
My Bring Art Sephiroth from Pharmacy 7.
Nice.
The classic look. I forgot I shipped your Spider-Man and this at the same time.
Wow. One could be so lucky. Let's see here. Ba-ba-da-bum. Get it or not, and Did They Cause Baby? We'll be keeping an eye on these two tonight. Starting with the release of the Mandalorian Super Commando blogger photos by Hot Toys. You know, I feel like at this point, Hot Toys Mandos are pretty much a dime a dozen. Color palette, helmet swap, you know, yada, yada, yada. I'm feeling the same way about like the Black Series and TVC. Every time I go to Target, I see like a different Mando that apparently was in the show or in some show, and
yeah,
I feel like I'm getting kind of Mandoed out, to be honest. And I like the Mandalorians, but holy fuck, it's like it's too much. It's too much. They ruined a good thing, I think.
Yeah, especially you know, it's just kind of like trooper building. If you like the troopers, like that's cool. I do, but if I'm going to be spending the kind of money that Hot Toys demands, like it's got to be someone substantial, like with at least a name, you know, maybe do something cool on screen. But yeah, I mean, Hot Toys has pretty much nailed the Mandalorian armor and sculpt. So like objectively, this looks fantastic. I think it looks really good. It's a pass for me. And it did not cause baby. No cause baby exists with this. So.
There you go.
Yeah, they should have made a cause baby to test whether it would sell or not, because most of the folks I've talked to said that this is a pass for them.
Maybe a Cosby bobble, perhaps.
Really, I feel like a lot of people would buy this.
A lot of people I've talked to, or pretty much everybody I've talked to that have said that they were interested or thought this was cool, have also told me they're not going to buy it. But I also think that that's just because the Ahsoka line has been so large and already so beautiful that if you were going to if you were going to buy the Ahsoka line, I think the characters that have come already would fill out a display beautifully without this guy, unless you get the Gideon. I feel like without the Gideon, this one kind of stands by itself in an odd way because they were so paired so beautifully. But I do think that the Mandalorian look with kind of that Darth Maul-esque like shaped helmet, I think is wildly cool. I think the color palette's really cool. I know there are folks out there that just want to collect like Mando looking variants for their Star Wars section. So in that sense, I think this is a beauty piece. This is a non-get it for me, but I think it's cool looking.
This wouldn't pair with Gideon at all. This would go with Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
It's from the flashback
what was
scene
I thinking?
Ahsoka. It is in the Ahsoka show, but it's the flashback scene.
But Gideon's helmet also has the horns, does he not?
It does, yeah. But he has the white.
That's why I was thinking that.
The white.
I forgot.
Super Commandos.
Yeah, you know,
or the Praetorians.
Yeah. Good correction. I was totally misremembering that.
Wow.
So for me, I guess put me in the group that it looks really cool, but I'm not going to get it. it's just not the direction that my collection's going personally, but I think this could look good. I know we're mixing lines, but with that Asajj Ventress that was just posted, put it on a shelf with the Asajj Maul and some of these troopers, I think that could look pretty sweet, put all together. But yeah, cool figure. I do like the design, love the show, but again, it's just not for my collection, so it's a pass for me.
I think for me, I really, really love Gar Saxon, and I really love the design of this armor. And like Maul is one of my favorite Siths, so I really wanted it, but for me, it's a priority thing, like just funds and what am I allocating to first and kind of stuff like that. So, and right now, Star Wars is kind of sad to say, Star Wars is the bottom of the barrel for me. So, especially like a character that's like not a main character really. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm not gonna get it right now. I do really like it, and I'd love to have it someday, but yeah, he just, I got other stuff I gotta pay off. I probably be paying for in-art Superman soon, and I just got charged for like an expensive art piece and stuff. So like, he fell to the bottom of the barrel, which sucks. But I do love it, and hopefully I can get it someday because I think he's gonna be cool. Posed especially with that Obi-Wan that they released from Clone Wars in the Mando armor. That's like, those two are sick together. Also, you could just put him with any Mandalorians. Like he'll be. It's cool that you could fill out a shelf. I always thought it'd be cool to have like a whole shelf with like clone troopers and Mandos. It would be cool. But yeah, unfortunately, it's a not right now. So
Is it am I back to normal or no?
No. Hang on. Let me see. Hang on. Try it again. Nope.
Test.
Try it again.
Hello. Test 1 2 3.
Sound good to me.
Try it again.
You're louder now though.
Test 1 2. Test.
Keep going.
I can read.
Hang on, no, keep going.
Test.
There we go.
Obi-Wan.
All right, go ahead, Batfish.
Am I good? All right, sorry everyone.
I've only said go ahead like 6 times. It's Chris.
I thought you were saying like test it, like keep testing. Sorry. So you didn't say like you're good or anything. Sorry.
Holy
So
Jesus!
I
Start
basically
talking,
agree
please,
with
for the
what
love of
Eddie
God.
said. I am. I'm basically agree with what Eddie said. Priorities. This is like bottom list on priorities. It would look cool, but I passed on the Obi-Wan 2 as well. So Star Wars is a higher priority for me than Eddie right now, and even this one, yeah, it's not a main character, so it's a pass.
Hate to see it.
You hate to hear it.
I mean, I fucked up the references, so I started it.
Anyone else?
Nope. Ahsoka show was a hot mess, so I don't want any of the main characters. I definitely don't want any of the flashback characters that didn't do anything. And I don't think that design is all that great. And it's not because it's a Mandalorian. I'm a trooper collector. I get it. Like, I collect troopers. There, a lot of them are just repaints, reprints, whatever. But yeah, I'm about as enthusiastic about the Ahsoka show and this figure as I was about when I was watching the Clone Wars and I realized, wait a second, Darth Maul survived? No, it just doesn't make sense to me, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No.
A man after
should
my
be
own heart.
dead.
A man after my own fucking
man
heart.
of culture right here.
Dude, wow.
We try.
I never knew I liked Shane this much, but now I know. Let's see here. We have the Hot Toys Clone Commando. I guess I kind of just feel the same way about this that I feel, to be honest, about the Mandalorian. It's like we've gotten basically 3 of these back to back to back. They're all painted differently, and I guess only one of them I think is really any one that anyone asked for. This one's 235, July to December 2025. If we're talking Boss or Sev, I think it'd be a little bit more exciting, but a random blank clone commando, like, I don't know. Not really for me, to be honest. I think they look cool. I think I've always maintained this, but I don't know. Bargain bin maybe, but not at $235 full price. $180 probably, but
Yeah. Full retail's a little tough, but the only thing that's really cool about this is the fact that it's blank, so it leaves the open for customs. But I mean, I'm a sucker for the old just blank, stormtroopers or even like clone troopers. But the cool thing about clone troopers is that there's so many different versions of them. So for the clone commandos, every time I think of a clone commando, they're not just blank clone commandos. Delta Squad, the Bad Batch, I think, what was the other one? Omega Squad? I forgot. But, I mean, it's cool. It's a trooper. It looks fucking fantastic. I like it. Also, was not a cos baby. I will probably own one at some point.
God damn it. I'm looking for a cos baby.
I think it's pretty sick, dude. I was never a big Republic Commandos fan. Like, I didn't play the game. I got introduced to the character actually in a custom statue when I was doing custom Star Wars statues. One of the makers made a commando, and I was like, this is freaking sick, dude. And I love clone troopers are my favorite design for troopers. Like, stormtroopers are cool because of nostalgia, but I'd never really cared until I saw Clone Wars, and clone troopers are amazing. And then these guys are like clone troopers on steroids, or at least they're supposed to be, and they're sick, dude. And I love the light up visor. Like, I just love the bulky helmet, and them themselves are bulky, and they just have a dope design. So I had to get the statue. And even the hot toy looks sick. All of the ones they've released so far are sick to me. I would love to have them all, but it's kind of the same thing as the Super Commando or the Super Mando. It's just, I can't right now with other stuff coming out. Like, there's a lot of BVS stuff coming out that I want, and like for some reason Batman right now is like a huge priority for me, which is weird because my brother was always the Batman guy, but a lot of DC stuff is coming out that I want, and so I'm kind of prioritizing that right now and other stuff. So unfortunately, I'm not going to pre-order this, and it sucks because I do not think this will go to like bargain bin. Like, I know everything on the aftermarket is kind of like either retail or below these days, but at least for a while, it'll take this one a while, I think, to get there. I think it'll go waitlist, and then once it releases, it'll kind of be hyped and sell for a lot. So if you are waiting for a bargain price or retail or below, I think it'll take a minute to get it at that price. But yeah, it's a pass for now, unfortunately.
I actually like this all white version better than the other two that were released for some reason. I don't know. This just pops a little more. And I'm with Eddie. I don't think this one's going to be a bargain bin. I see it going the same way as the shiny clone troopers did, right? That was kind of the first trooper to not hit bargain bin, because I know I was one of the people that was holding out to try and catch them cheaper, and it kind of bit me in the ass. But no, I think this looks really good. Kind of like I said in the last one, it just doesn't fit where my collection's at right now. But I don't know. It's gonna. I feel like it's gonna be one of those. If I have a day where I'm itching to order something and nothing's like jumping out at me, I could see taking a second look at this, maybe pulling the trigger. I do
send
wish
your good butt a DX19 or
Well, fresh out.
Wow,
I do wish the visor was USB instead of the LED, because we all know how those last. But I don't understand why they give us USBs and then take step backwards on some figures. When they make an advancement, something like that, just put it on everything and stop going back and forth. So if this was USB and I can have that lit up all the time easily, I could probably be convinced to pull the trigger sooner than later. But for now, it's a not.
You're right, man.
See, the weird...
It's sorry.
You go ahead, buddy. No, you go.
It's like they take sometimes they take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, Like I'm a CCFLs guy. I get that they're expensive. I get that they heat up. I get that they're not USB powered and they're kind of delicate. And I'm even moving out of them to things called Neo LED. The same person that I guess the CCFLs off are doing these new USB powered ones that don't give off heat, that light up all the way to the end there, and a lot more. They don't break as easily, whatever. But Hot Toys, while I commend them on, okay, no, great, you can plug in your lightsabers, they still look terrible. Like, I've one behind me, it's the Kenobi Vader, because I'm waiting on one of the Neo LED sabers for him, and it's right next to the Ahsoka one, and it's like, oh my god, these are night and day. So, I give credit that they're taking a step in the right direction, but they kind of do it through half measures a lot of the time. We've seen Iron Men that are USB powered, and then yet they bring out new Iron Men that aren't USB powered. We see bases that are USB powered, and then they go release the ones like behind me, the Death Star with the diorama, and it's just the same old stuff that you got to go and get yourself a dummy battery and put it in. That's a first world problem, but it's like, if you're moving towards USB, just go all in. Like, in the same way that everything these days seems to have separate rolling eyeballs function, they seem to have committed to that. Commit to the USB powered bases, commit to the USB powered Iron Man or whatever, just make an effort towards it. Like, it's I'm gonna go on this really quickly. I think this is awesome. I love the look of this. I'm not a gamer. I've never played this game. From what I understand, it originated in a game. The first time I even knew about a clone Commando is being part of the 501st Irish Garrison. One of the guys turned up as a clone Commando. He had 3D printed the whole entire outfit. He's a big guy. He's like 6'2" or something like that. 3D printed, done his whole kit. It was amazing. He explained to me. I was like, I don't know what a trooper. What's that from? And he explained to me it's from a game and yada yada. But this is like, I pass on so many things that I like to get the things I love. I pass on so many things that like look so goddamn cool like this, because I know that like if I don't do that, then I fall into a slippery slope, and then I don't get to pick up the Banes, the things that I actually really love, or the Keaton 89 or the Jazzing Batmobile or whatever it is, because I'm getting sidetracked by all these other things that look really, really cool. So I would love to pick one of these. It would fit into my trooper collection, but it's just one of those ones that have to be strong. It looks really cool, but it's just a slippery slope. And that slippery slope could be the difference between me affording the things that I actually love and then just getting things that I like and look cool. But yeah, it looks cool, but won't be getting it.
That's a good take, buddy, because I was feeling kind of the same way. That I think, like, for me, I feel like a victim of selection all the time. Like, between Hot Toys and InArt and Jazz Inc. getting in the race and Mars Toys and 3-0 and like
J&D, Ben, don't forget the J&D.
J&D.
Don't forget that J&D.
I'm trying to forget.
You could have got 10 of these jokes if you didn't get that J&D, man. You're in trouble.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You got to prioritize, though. It's true. And you're 100% right. I feel like I wish there was a way that it didn't cost so much money for companies to store product. Because if something like Clone Troopers or really kind of any trooper variant was just readily available all of the time for a lower cost, they just made a butt ton of them, but as a result they could make it a low cost, like kind of entry point, price point option. Whenever I was feeling bored and had a little extra money and didn't have anything on the horizon that I was really looking forward to, I'd be more inclined to just kind of buy a trooper, because they are really cool objectively. And, seeing different variants of different types of troopers in your display is so cool. But there are so many other characters that I want that it does make some of these ones that we're even looking at today, even that last one, it's like, I don't even care to do the research, because like I can't talk myself into it. I need to say no so I can say yes to the things that I know 100% I want more than this. And if I order this today and something that I really want, a character I really want, comes tomorrow, then I eat the NRD on this almost immediately, because I'm reprioritizing. And I've eaten way too many NRDs already in the last 2 years. And I'm not even amongst the folks out there that do it a lot. So can't do it. It's a no dice for me. But I do wish troopers were a more accessible price point and available kind of all the time. I don't think that they should be limited style options.
Isn't $235 a pretty accessible price point these days?
These days it is, yeah, for sure, 100%. But I'm like, once again, when we see a Hono Wolverine for 165,
Yeah,
and he's got seamless arms and all of these other things, right? Like,
that's
true, but like these can't be hard to make, right? Like I would think that Wolverine actually requires almost more engineering than this.
Yeah.
And this has a light up too, so I don't know. $235. The price doesn't bug me that much. It's a hot toy, you know.
It's not about the price necessarily. That's not really my argument. It's more to do with the fact that like if they were more readily available all the time at that slightly lower price point, even than $235, I'd be more likely to salt and pepper them in occasionally when I'm bored and waiting for the next thing. But because I'm prioritizing, and this is still a kind of that medium price point.
They made that point on, I think it was on the Hope Show. Someone made that point, like, troopers should be readily available in case people want to army build, and then, like, I was thinking, like, these are hot toys, though. Like,
that was me, but I also quoted that it wasn't my original idea. It was Mafia and Ben Thomas were actually the first two people I heard talk about that.
Oh,
so
wow.
The Hope Show is it's a fucking great show, though. Great show. Check it out, guys. Check it out.
Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, it seems a little first world problems to be like, we need to be army building hot toys. Like, hot toys are meant to be like this elite collector 1/6 scale thing, not really army built. And like, we're mad because we can't army build like the highest end version of a collectible figure. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think you're mad because, damn, I want to buy 100 of these. I'm the one guy in the community that wants to buy 100 of these and put Vader in front. It's more like, if I have a Vader, I wouldn't mind, two stormtroopers next to him. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, as in, like, a lot of these, like, characters.
yeah, but a lot
like,
of those people that say that aren't actually down to buy more. Because, like, pre-order 2 then. Because the pre-order's up right now, so pre-order 2, bitch.
I've seen people army build.
That's what I did.
Dude.
That was my point.
I seen it, bro.
If you're crying that when it went waitlist, you couldn't get it again, that's because you weren't
crying,
really down.
You're crying.
No, I'm just saying, if someone cries that when it's waitlist, they couldn't get another one, they weren't really down to get 2 in the first place.
I was crying when I couldn't get 2 shiny troopers because I waited too long.
Which troopers?
The clean ones.
But like it's
the clone troopers. I'm sorry, the attack of the clone ones,
troopers.
The clean ones.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Because again, like I said, that was the time all those things were going, bargain bin. So I figured I'll just wait and get it. When someone flips it in a couple months, and then suddenly it goes waitlist, and now it's $300 plus to get one of those. So
because that's how the topic came up. That's literally how the topic arose. I remember for the last few years, and I think this is around the time where Anthony, Six Gun Mafia, and Ben made the point. I think it was actually Anthony made it first, and then Ben made it in his show, and I actually referenced Anthony, which I thought was quite nice. He didn't pass it off of his own, in the same way that I referenced the two of you then when I said it, because people were crying out for just original trilogy troopers, and bang, they released them with the beautiful diorama Death Star walls, and they're still not waitlisted on Sideshow. That was exactly my point the other day, So I suppose it kind of ties into what Eddie's saying. In fairness, it's like, now's your chance. They're there.
Yeah, I feel like if they were always in stock and you could get them whenever you want, people would get complacent and just never order them.
If
like,
they'll be there. Biscuits in the tin. Where's
they'll
the
be there
next
week. Yeah, they'll be there in a month. They'll be there in 2 months. Yeah, it's a lose-lose for everybody.
That'd be true with some figures, but I think stormtroopers and stuff, there's always going to be somebody buying 2 or 3 of them.
Is the clone Commando iconic enough as a stormtrooper?
I don't think
that's a question. I'm to clarify, that's a question.
Probably not.
I'm not saying
I don't
that
think
it is
so.
or isn't.
Some figures,
I don't think so.
But
yeah, mostly to spark discussion.
It's cool, but I think you need to, in order for something to be iconic, I think something has to have a high level of quality, but also stand the test of time, and that's the harder one, I think.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they should have. We shouldn't be waiting on the Republic Commando for characters. That game's what, 20 years old, Dean? 2004, I think.
If not older.
And it's still. I mean, just what, last year it got re-released for like the 5th time. I mean, that game is a fucking banger.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Whenever you think of the clone commandos, it's Delta Squad, Bad Batch, or Gregor from the Clone Wars. I think he's orange. Like,
and the camo guy. Who's that guy?
Right. The camo guy?
He's got like urban camo. It's like the digital camo.
Commander Gree?
No.
No, he's not a commando.
Let me look it
The
up.
green and like silver?
He's talking
No,
about
he is
Commando.
camo. I'm talking about
regular.
urban camo.
Oh, okay.
I think that's like a custom one someone just made up.
No, he's in the show. He's in
Is he? I don't
Clone
remember.
Wars. Yeah.
I don't remember that. I haven't watched Clone Wars in years. But
Hang on. Here we go.
yeah, like
It's
'cause, like,
Gregor. That's what I'm talking about. Gregor.
Oh, I thought Gregor was orange and white. Oh, I think he comes back later. Yeah, you're right.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, or yellow, not orange.
Yeah.
Is it Scorch who's yellow? Anyway, when you think of like a commando, it's someone like that. When you think of a stormtrooper, it's just a plain old simple stormtrooper.
Specifically in New Hope. I don't like
Yeah,
the Jedi
pretty
design.
much. And then like when you think of clone troopers, it's like 501st, 212th,
Well, this cuck's still haven't given us 212th yet, so.
Or, if you're like a super fan like me with the clones, it's, Bly, Gree, Blitz, all the fuck Fox and,
Dog. Hound.
yeah, Dog,
Frog.
Wolf,
Bark.
Rex and Cody.
The disrespect.
Agua.
Green nut.
Yeah, I think it's really
Sister.
only like stormtroopers that it's like just blank nobodies that are the coolest.
Let's see here. They need to get through us. The Delta Squad. Darth Tamers, if it wasn't on screen, I wouldn't say it's as iconic, but it's up there. Well, I guess the small screen. Clone Commandos.
This was on
small
screen, yeah.
Let's see. What do we got here?
I would think just the
Shane will be our
stormtroopers and clones would be they could test the Roger with that. I think those would always
Roger.
be selling.
Roger. They're gonna Roger.
Stop it. How
Your
dare
mic's
you?
cutting out again.
Oh no.
No, it's not. He sounds fine.
His brain was cutting out.
I'm gonna grab these for sure. The eventually I have the other ones, the limited ones, so
Yeah.
I want to grab one of these eventually.
I think to me, just to put a button on it, I think this would be more attractive at a price point if it came with a generic Jango Fett head. I think a guaranteed purchase, because there is if this ever went to bargain bin, I'm talking like 180, 160. I would probably buy one because there's a really cool clone comic. My parents got it for me for Easter, probably 2006. And I've read this comic about 1,000 times, but there's a short story where this clone commando, I think I lost Badfish. He gets like this really nasty facial scar, and it's like scratches across the mask. I would totally buy one of these to have that on the shelf. Transmission problems can only mean one thing: invasion. Anyways, so yeah, maybe bargain bin, but yeah, I think this needs to come with the Django head, in mine own opinion. Let's see here. We have the Jazz Inc. Starfighter. These are, I guess, work in progress photos. I wouldn't call these final by any means, but they're showing off how the R2 sort of neck and shoulders is going to work. So if you recall, I don't quite really fully understand it, but they're not allowed to make the dome of R2, but somehow they're allowed to make the neck of R2, I guess. I don't know. So this is coming with this little piece here that can port in and out of the droid slot. One thing to keep in mind, the actual film prop, there's a bit of movie magic. If you look at the design of the ship, it's really not enough space beneath the wing for like an actual R2 unit to fit in there. So it might look a bit odd, but that is accurate. And he's also just showing off some weathering stuff, showing off the different lights that are in the cockpit, the screens, and then also the engines there in the back. Sure, this isn't final here, but the fit on this looks a bit yucky to me. But yeah, a lot of people upset about here. So Luke Christian says, Yost's last Star Wars project. And I think a lot of it is, he's mentioned this many times, but it's just when he puts up something like this and with the explicit instructions to not vote unless you're going to buy it, or not comment unless you're going to buy it. He said many times that Star Wars fans just don't put the money where their mouth is. So this will be his last project in Star Wars, and it's unfortunate, but at the same time, he's mentioned many times that in similar projects with the DC stuff, it's something like 90% of the people that commit will actually buy. And this is paraphrasing, but I want to say he said it's something like 15 to 20% of Star Wars fans commit. And so I think on this project, I think he's mentioned that it's a sort of might not be the most profitable endeavor, but he's going to go through with it sort of as a final hurrah for Star Wars. But looking pretty good. Definitely not for me, but excited for those that want it. I think the next big thing, I've been asked to make this a few times, but it's really difficult to do. But when the Jedi, they fly these things, they have like this little gold headset that they wear. It's communications, and it kind of just like wraps around their head. I think if you really want this to look right, I think for sure you're going to have to use the artisan Anakin. And then you're also going to have to find someone that will make that out of metal, because it's so thin. I really don't think you could make it out of resin. It would snap almost instantly. And I think that's going to be... There's probably some money to be made for someone who's willing to do that as a sort of auxiliary addition to this set. So
don't they make like flexible resin?
They do, and I have it, and it's fantastic stuff, but it's not... let's say like on a normal, if you had a 6-inch piece of resin, cylinder, normal resin might break at like 10 degrees. Flex resin will break like at 30 degrees. So it's more flexible and it's less brittle, but it still snaps. And it's not, at that thickness that you would need, it's you'd be breaking it, putting it on and off, to be honest. But, yeah. So what do you guys think? We have some photos here. The Jazzing Jedi Starfighter. I think Django did have the similar headband. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it. It's not one of my favorite Star Wars vehicles, so I would not be interested in buying it, regardless. But it's cool to see a Star Wars vehicle in 6 scale. I mean, any vehicle in 6 scale is fucking awesome. So, it is cool objectively, but not for me.
Sorry, I don't even know the answer to this question. Is this licensed, like his other products?
No.
Or is this a non-licensed?
Nope.
No, it's not licensed.
Okay.
Apparently, allegedly, there is some, from what I've heard, like some mutual understanding that he can make these and not potentially get litigation against him. I've seen some people in the community claim that they're helping him with that. I don't know if that's true or not, but
I think it falls under the realm of fan art or something.
I think this probably crosses that line, to be honest. From what I've seen examples of people getting bamboozled by Disney, but again, I think Yost has some friends within the upper echelon, I should say. So, but no, none of his Star Wars stuff is licensed. And what did he say?
But then why would he not be allowed to make the R2D2 head? Like
from what I've heard is they consider that the character. So the body, I think,
So that pulls it past that.
Yeah, at least that's what I've heard. Shane, you said you've spoken with
the same reason he couldn't make the full Batman figure, right? He had to make that because it didn't fall under a figure license. So it's probably something like that.
Interesting. Something along those lines. That would make sense.
Shane?
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say like that seems really dumb to spend so much money on such a large vehicle and then get half a character, and then what do you do for the other half? Like, what do you do? It would look incomplete, and it's so expensive.
Take the dome off your Hot Toys and pop it on.
No, he's asking what do you do with the remaining.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It does seem odd, but if it's not licensed, I guess there's a lot more roadblocks there that end up popping up. So fair enough. Rest in peace to the Star Wars line if that's the case, because these are pretty cool looking vehicles. I will give them credit for.
Sorry, Shane, you said you spoke with Yost on this.
Yeah, I
topic?
remember being on a stream and maybe not on my channel, maybe 18 months, 2 years ago, and I asked him straight out, was kind of like, what's the story with the Star Wars stuff? Is it licensed or not? And he said it wasn't. And I kind of, then on my own channel, when I had him on the first time, so I've done 2 interviews with him, but the first one I kind of said, like, how does that work? Like, you know, if you're, do you have the license? He says not. And it's like, I kind of said, like, how do you get away with that and not worry about getting sued? And I think basically what he said was that, I'm paraphrasing here, but I think there was a certain little gray area where it's like considered a fan art. I don't know how it works, but at the same
You're making
time,
it in a factory. I don't know.
he's not doing them anymore, though. Do you know? So, and like, is it more that he's more preoccupied with the Warner Brothers stuff that he actually is licensed for? I mean, I can see that decision. It's like, wouldn't it make more sense for him to go, okay, I'm going to lean into the stuff that I actually have the license for and put all my time and effort and money into that, as opposed to the Star Wars stuff? And especially if the numbers, Star Wars doesn't get the numbers, it just makes all roads are pointing towards Warner Brothers and the stuff he's licensed for. You know, there's other stuff he's trying to get licensed for. He's working on, I think, the RoboCop car and the Bond Aston Martin DB5 again. That's all up in the air. He doesn't have the license for them, but he's pursuing them actively, from what I understand.
Yeah.
And it would make sense right now that he is licensed to maybe want to just voluntarily back off some of the things that he doesn't have a license for, right? Maybe he just doesn't want to push the limit with Disney in hopes that, you know, he can get something officially licensed with them. So I wouldn't blame him if that was the case, right? Why mess up, something?
I'd probably do the same. Like, if you've got the Warner Brothers license, and realistically he only has that for the last few years, it's still fairly young, and now he has it, it'd be like, okay, it makes more sense to put my time and effort and money and resources into the stuff that I'm licensed for, and I don't have to worry about potentially getting sued by Disney or whatever. And plus, if the turnover or the number of people that are actually ordering the Batmobiles outweighs the number of people that are ordering the Star Wars stuff, then I completely get that. You know, I think maybe, is it maybe even that a lot of the Warner Brothers licensed Batman stuff that he does, with the exception of the Batwing, is a car, and I think it's easier to display a car like a 22 Batmobile, 89 Batmobile, I know, Justice Mobile in like a module case or a garage shelf, whatever, than it is to display the Batwing or the Snowspeeder or this on screen right now. They're awkward shapes. Like, I think I've spent hours ogling that 1989 Batwing he did, but it's like, not only do I don't have the space, but I've kind of yet to see someone who's displayed it in a way that'd be like, that looks really good. I think that's nearly, you've got a basement and you can put like a pedestal in the middle and just you can walk around the 360. So I think maybe they're kind of, I think more people, when they order, think about, okay, how am I going to display this? And the Snowspeeder is awkward to display. I don't have it, but I can just imagine it's, because I see people tilting it inside in module cases and stuff like that. And the Batwing, people were trying to get those little kind of hooks or whatever, those mounts, and it's just, I don't know, it's an awkward thing to display, I think.
Yeah, Batwing's the size of a wall too, which was crazy.
Yeah.
Has he said what is there a way to display this without the R2 unit? Like, would it come with something to cover that, or does it have to?
Know. I've seen people ask. I haven't seen it answered, but there's like a divot, and this does come out, right? So the neck portion, it seemed like there's I didn't put it in there, but there's a photo of essentially just this portion out of the craft. I don't think there's like an empty slot with like mechanics inside. And I think some people were complaining that I don't know what it does in the movie when R2 leaves that thing, but there's been at least, say again, Befish?
I think it's just an empty hole when he leaves.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what the hell happened to Shane. Anyways, I'm not quite sure what they I don't know. There've been people that have been upset about that. Go ahead,
What's
Jay?
the last unlicensed thing he's done? Like, since he was licensed, is this the first thing he's done that's unlicensed?
Well, every Star Wars product he's ever done has been unlicensed. So the Death
I know
Star
that,
walls, the
he hasn't done a
dioramas.
Star Wars one for a while. He has, I guess, some on his site still, though, right, in stock?
Well, he just
The
announced.
Snowspeeder?
Well, yeah, he has a snowspeeder. He just announced a remake of one of the Death Star dioramas. That was, I think, less than a month ago. I mean, so he's still making.
But the snowspeeder was pre him getting the WB license, right?
I don't have the dates off the top of my head.
I
I
think
think
it
it was.
I think it was.
That's
during...
Speeder was a couple years ago.
I was just curious because I kind of thought he was done with the unlicensed stuff because he had really focused in on.
Yeah,
on
I know for sure this
side of
vehicle
things.
was after the license.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, so I'm. It looks cool, but I think it is a little surprising to hear the conversion rate even on some of the OT Star Wars stuff. You think it would have done better, I guess, but I could see this maybe not doing as well because don't get me wrong, these movies are great, but also the people who really love these might not have the money for this yet. Like there's like that generation is possibly still like waiting to get into this type of collecting, but I don't know, it looks great. So, and I would think he's gonna give you the amount of options he usually gives you. I'd be shocked if he doesn't let you pop that out so you can put R2 beside it with Anakin or
I believe
That's
you
a great
can.
point.
Yeah, I believe you can.
That's a great point about the prequels fans not necessarily, some of them not necessarily like being at the stage where they have that discretionary income. Like I know it depends on, like, you could be a prequels fan and seeing the prequels in your 30s, fine, but a lot of people maybe they saw the prequels when they were like 10 or whatever. So that's actually a great point.
Here we go. Staying with Star Wars, Sideshow announced the Labria. I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, I thought that was a female something or other, but $275, the normal price point for the Aliens line. Limited edition of 500. Part of me thinks, can they sell 500? The other part of me thinks that it could go either way, right? They'll sell it instantly. You get 2 relaxed hands, a pistol holding hand, a DL-21 blaster pistol, and a holster. Forget what we said about the clone Commando being overpriced. I think these are incredibly overpriced for what they are. I think this line had a ton of ability to really bring a lot of collectors into the line. I think most people that I've personally spoken with, I know Ben, we might disagree on this, most people that I personally spoke with have said they were excited for this line, but after seeing the prices, they're either not interested at all or only going to get Greedo. And it's...
I'll take the Cos baby.
Yeah, did they have a Cosby bobble of this? I'm not a big fan, to be honest.
That's only for Hot Toys, to be fair. That's only for Hot Toys.
True.
Technicality.
Hang on. Technicality is also only for Cos babies, and everyone's throwing a fit about Cosby bobbles.
No,
Cosbys are 100% Cos babies.
They're in the same family umbrella.
No, that's Funko and Dorbs as far as I'm concerned. I just this I think was Sideshow's time to shine. I think they fumbled the bag personally.
Not only that, these Sideshow has historically dropped the ball when it comes to actually releasing a quality thing. So
waitlisted. Look at that. They can't sell 500 of them.
Wow. Yeah, 275.
At 500.
It's it's too high. And then when we actually see this thing in hand, is it gonna look this good? I really doubt it. But that remains to be seen. But hey, if 500 people wanted it and got it, I guess good for them.
The only thing that made me laugh was that there was a slide of all of their faces, and it said collect them all. But with there only being 500 pieces, so many people, if they want this, won't be able to actually collect them all. And so it's kind of like a little bit of a dangle there.
And also 500 people didn't buy
dangle,
this. 496 bought it because I bought 5. I'm going to flog them.
Because I bought 5. I think that's on. The worst part was that was the only reason I was tempted to actually pull the trigger was because it's cool to be one of 500. To own one of 500 anything worldwide, I think is fun. And as a collector mindset, I would want to chase that. But on the other hand, I don't know this character well enough. Like I remember him in the scenes, but I never wanted. I was never like, oh, I gotta put that on the shelf. And the price point is ridiculously high for the fact that Sideshow hasn't been proving themselves super well lately. I do still love my Crow figure from Sideshow, though. I'll die on that grave, but yeah, no, this is a pass. Obviously, I didn't even try. And 500, like, I bet most people didn't.
Wow. I didn't even know it was up already, but yeah, I was kind of out on this line anyways, so I'd rather just get. I have the HasLab Cantina coming, so I'd rather just pick the TVC figures of these up and fill that out rather than get 6 scale versions of these that are overpriced, probably won't be great, and are hard to get apparently now. 500, which is with the amount of Star Wars fans that I would know that are going to want this, I'm shocked they went that low, but maybe the other ones were just not selling that well, so they did that. But yeah, this is, it's interesting, but yeah, no, definitely a pass for me.
What did this guy do?
He sat in the back and he had like
he sat in the back.
Camera.
He sat in the back.
They zoom
give some side eyes. Like,
oh my god, it's like I just think that this whole crew are nonsense. Like even Greedo, like yeah, Greedo had a scene, it was cool and all, like, but I get I'm completely being selfish here, but our collections are selfish. We collect what we like and we have a system and stuff like that. But I mean, like where do we even start with this? Like, this is for like the Star Wars completionists who pretty much get everything, right? And fine, I can kind of understand that, but it's still Sideshow. Sideshow, will this be able to stand on its own? Will the joints will they be stiff enough to hold a pose? Will the tailoring turn out as good as this? I think the answer to all those is no. Are they overpriced for what? They're completely overpriced. So there's probably some diehard Star Wars fan watching this going, this guy doesn't have a clue what he's talking about.
Bro, that's how Star Wars fans are, though. They're like, dude, do you remember this one dude in the back of this one scene that's deleted? And they're like, let's spend 10 grand on a fucking lineage prop.
But wouldn't you want, like, the basics? Be able to stand without a stand.
I just don't.
Be able to hold a simple pose.
Speaking of stands, what the fuck is this little After 8 thing?
Yeah, according to Ben, Zach, we're not real Star Wars fans.
Wait, what do you mean After 8? What does that mean?
You don't know what an After 8
the little
is?
That's a good, yeah, I like that. That's funny. That's a deep cut.
Little
if you don't buy them all, Dean.
And it's like a thin wafer mint. It's
come on, his base?
The base, yeah. It's like
that's
a little...
exactly the same
hell is
proportions.
this thing?
Yeah.
Why do you collect a devil or a goat man in your collection? Looks a little bit goatisque. Yeah, or like Hazazel from X-Men without the hair.
Wow.
He gets more screen time than some of the popular characters, which is funny. So
I do like Greedo. I think Greedo is the one that I would chase because that was like a very iconic scene from the movie. I remember that scene very, very well. This is a character that if I think most people would know who the hell it was in your display.
True, but would you like a Hot Toys Greedo or a Sideshow Greedo?
Oh, of course, Hot Toys.
Yeah, but there's no Hot Toys Greedo at the moment.
100%. Yeah,
I think 100%. That's got to be coming.
Is there a Greedo cos baby?
My crow.
Yeah, let's check.
I think there is.
My crow from Sideshow stands
Let
no problem without a base on one foot. He's literally he's in a walking pose, so the tip of his toe is on the ground and the other foot is flat. And he's been in that pose for as long as I've had him.
Yeah, but that's Brandon. That's Bruce Lee's son, man. He could definitely stand.
Wasn't somebody just wow?
He's got articulation, man. He's in the blood.
Wasn't somebody just complaining about the like hairline or something on the David figure, the vampire or something?
Yeah, I saw that
the
going
sculpted
around.
hair.
Yeah, looks like Bart Simpson hair.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
That's great.
Let's keep this going here. Asmus, to Eddie's enjoyment. To all our Middle Earth friends, it was the Lord of the Rings. Holy fuck, this text is small. Give me a second. It was the Lord of the Rings that lit the beacon and introduced the world to Asmus Toys, where we met many friends and many figures from the films that were loved and embraced by the fans of Middle Earth. The fun of making toys and sharing the designs and ideas with collectors was so great, it felt like we had the best job in the world. When the entire world of collectibles fell in the darkest hour during the pandemic, we had to turn our focus onto other projects, making changes and decisions in order to survive. But Lord of the Rings has always occupied a special place in our heart. Thanks to Sideshow Collectibles, who offer this Wonderful opportunity to partnership. Asmus Toys is now officially back to Middle Earth. This is a continuation of an old adventure. We invite all who once walked with us to set foot on this amazing journey again. Characters that were promised, were anticipated, that were wished for are now back on the menu. This time we will not stop till Mount Doom. I was very confused. I actually, to be honest, didn't read this earlier, but I was confused as to why all of the Gollum and Smeagol photos had the Sideshow logo on them. And with that being said, they're making a Asmus / Sideshow Smeagol / Gollum. They're $130 each, releasing December 2024 to February 2025. I will say, having owned the Asmus, Gollum, and Smeagol deluxe set, it is genuinely the worst thing I have ever owned.
Why is he holding him? Why is he holding him like he's holding a cat?
Yeah,
why is he holding him? He's with a little
I will say,
Siamese cat.
Zach, I remember
so
watching you do that unboxing, man. You could just feel the energy being sucked out of the screen as you open that thing up.
It was so bad. I offered to give away it for free and had 0 takers. That's how bad it was. It is so awful. The arm, now obviously I'm talking about the old one. I don't know about this one. But the arm and leg paint don't match the body. They're like two completely different. Like, if I took the arms of fucking Dean and put them on my body, they just fucking don't, the tone doesn't match, right? Fucking, and I will be honest, credit where credit's due, I think the old portraits were better because I have no fucking clue who the Gollum on the right is supposed to be. I don't think this looks anything like anything that we see in the screen. Smeagol's probably perhaps a bit better, but I did really like the portraits on both of the most recent Asmus only versions. And yeah, I don't know, these they don't come with a base, so the deluxe set came with this actually a very nice rock diorama. In fact, I think the fish and the rock was probably the best part of the last set. You get the lambus bread, the ring, some hands, seamless interchangeable rather seamless bendable arms and legs, and pre-posed legs. I still am really hoping and wishing they would have given pre-posed arms. I said that the last time they made these. But yeah, honestly, genuinely, and this is not even me trying to be funny, and nor is this me sort of exaggerating as I normally do. Dean, if you know, you know. Genuinely the worst figure I've ever owned. In fact, it's so bad, I thought it was broken and asked other people who owned it, and they're like, nope, that's just how it is. I can't get the fucking heads to plug in. I have no clue how it's supposed to work. The heads always fall off. The robe or undergarment, I don't know what you would call that, literally feels like they cut it out of construction paper, and this doesn't look any better. Again, the paint match doesn't match at all. It's fucking awful. It's honestly, if I had... Dean, it's honestly on par as bad as the Caustic Plastic Bounty Killer. It is so bad, in fact, I spent money on... Which one I have? On Gollum. It's in my closet, and I have not opened it yet. That's how bad it is. I was so depressed after opening Smeagol, I couldn't bring myself to open Gollum. That's how fucking bad it was. I spent money on this and chose not to display it when I have 64 square foot of space to display Lord of the Rings stuff, and I chose to not, and I have plenty of space. I chose to not display it. That's how fucking bad this thing is. This is the worst. The old version is the worst thing I've ever owned. I don't think this is any better. I don't know who the fuck this sculpt is supposed to be, frankly. This is fucking awful.
I know what you can give away for the 50K giveaway then, as a result.
I will say this. Opening that Gollum Smeagol is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. Okay, that's how bad it is.
Like the guy on the right, like I saw 4 people that looked like him in Drogheda in Ireland today. I swear to God.
So Zach, is it a get it or not?
I love you so much, dude.
With that being said, I'm gonna buy
We have to clip that rant, dude.
I'm gonna get 2.
We have to clip that rant.
It's so he's like Giga Chad on the right. I don't understand how they tried to make Gollum handsome. He's I think, like, is this the hunt really for Gollum?
Tanned. Which one of these are
He's
handsome?
GTL.
Yeah, he's not even the right color.
He's really tanned. Yeah.
This man hasn't seen the sunlight in 800 years and he comes out with a fucking tan.
Oh my God.
Now,
Okay.
I do actually really like the portrait on the left. And, you know, if I had to say something constructive and positive, if I had to, I do think the hair, this sounds crazy. The hair on the old one is awful. And I understand he's not meant to have good hair. It's awful. It's probably like 7 total hairs on that sculpt. This one actually looks pretty fucking good.
I was gonna say this.
With
the hair on the left looks pretty good. Yeah.
With that being said, I think this is fucking horrible, and I honestly don't think that they've changed anything but the portraits. And to be honest, the portraits weren't that bad to begin with. So,
oh my God.
Where he's tanned, is that where he's in Mount Doom? Like he's fighting Frodo.
Maybe
for
it's
the
a
ring.
lighting feature.
Yeah, maybe it's a lighting thing.
Yeah.
It's true.
You don't even get both sculpts though. Like
No, you
that's
have
what
to-
I thought
these-
it was.
So
You have
hang
to buy
on.
each figure.
To clarify, $130 gets you one of these. You have to buy both to get both.
That sucks.
And there's no difference in the accessories. I don't understand. Like, you couldn't pose. Like, I mean, he doesn't interact with a lot, but I mean, doesn't he get dragged by like a rope or something? You couldn't, like, there's nothing you could have given him.
Right, like Smeagol with when they're in the
a fish, maybe. Is that too much to fucking ask for?
What's the place where Boromir's brother is holed up?
Sure. I don't know what to call that. Off the top of my head, I'm so mad right now.
Yeah, they fucking like put him in like chains or at least a rope.
Yeah.
You could, put with the Smeagol.
At least if they had those ropes or chains, then they wouldn't have to hold him like he's a kitten. I just think that's really weird.
And let me show you
this
photo.
So
Why?
weird.
So strange.
What
Let
is
me
the point of this?
Maybe it's
Where
to
are they
show how
holding
big
him?
it is.
Yeah, but put an apple there. We like fucking be
Banana.
normal. Like
Yeah.
this is weird.
Also, Zach, it's called a loincloth
Thank you. I couldn't. My fucking brain was
to
discombobulated.
protect
Okay? I
the
couldn't,
loins.
couldn't fucking concentrate. Okay. Holy fuck! How is this so difficult?
Control
to
the
find these
message.
photos?
Don't make him look like a cat or whatever
we
the
go.
heck it is, or a little baby
Look at
doll.
this shit.
So
That's fucking Smeagol, and that's
Bro, the
fucking
hair is
Gollum.
bad.
It's fucking awful.
Yeah, the
and
hair
at
is so
least,
Holy fuck! There. Oh my god. The hair.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
at
Smeagol
least
is definitely better.
he came with a fucking awesome diorama, and at least I felt like that was worth what I paid for this.
Was that
Has
the
the
Inart Rock?
reflection, right?
I think they call it I think it's unlicensed rock. No, there's just a fish in there.
Oh, I thought
Eddie,
it was reflection.
will you be getting
Yeah, this looks worse.
this Grail all-time Grail? I know you're a big fan of Asmus.
Yeah, probably not.
It's gonna be
Eddie, I would have paid you to say yeah. I would have paid you just to
Include
argue
Frodo's ear in his
passionately
finger.
the opposite
That was
of
my
Zach.
first thought. Is that the old one had a better likeness? I was like, this one doesn't even look as good in the likeness. At least I do think that they try with the accessories, like with the knees and stuff. Like that's a cool throw in. I do agree. Like it should have come with a fish or the rope or just some stuff. There was a ton of different things that he did in the show, like that they could have done, but or like another diorama base, a different, like not a rock this time, maybe like the swamp, that they're in or
Or
something.
the cliff over the fires of Mount Doom.
Yeah, or even like a Mount Doom, some kind of lava thing, or I don't know.
Magma.
But yeah, it's you hate to see it. Hopefully we'll get something from InArt, or maybe another company will start making Lord of the Rings. I don't know, but it sucks. I love Lord of the Rings so much, and Asmus just never hits. So that sucks.
You know what really the worst part about this? It totally just undermines the whole message of that letter. Like, hey, we had to take a few steps back, and now we're coming back full force with Lord of the
Thinking
Rings.
that.
Asmus is the way to go. And you're
Well,
like,
they have
hell
sci-fi
yeah,
involved.
dude. That sounds cool. And then what do they show? This. And
That's
it's like,
2.0.
That's exactly what I thought, Dean.
It's
Yeah,
the
it's
Triumphant return, and this is what they go with.
yeah, it's
triumphant return.
this is a huge misstep for Asmus, for sure.
This is Asmus, bro. And I'm not usually a fan of that joke, but this is bad, bro.
Are there movable eyes? I missed that on the left.
Probably.
Because it looks like they're inset, and are they
like
going to
it.
have the same kind of problem that Gandalf had, where they're way too far
To
back?
be fair,
eyes
the
look
2.0 or
Eyes look
whatever
good here,
whatever the
but-
one that I own, the eyes are actually really good. To be
The
fair,
teeth
what
look
girls
good
do.
too, honestly. Well, on the left they do. On the right, they look a little lacking in detail. But
I actually honestly, I
Portrait on
fucking
the right
hate-
isn't terrible, but it's not there. But it's. I feel like it's not as bad as you're saying when it comes to like the portrait on the right. But
That's my opinion.
Random kitchen gadgets are
Wow, who's watching Kitchen Gadgets?
but
You fucking guy.
definitely.
What do you want for $130? I want it to fucking look like the character, and I want it to fucking have skins and arms
Bro,
and legs
we've
paint
had-
that matches the chest and the head.
We've
That's
had
all I
third
fucking
party
want.
figures. We've had third party figures for $130 that look more like
Is it
whatever
so
they're trying to
much
be.
to ask for the character's body to be the same color? That's literally
It
all I'm
might be.
asking
This
for.
one might be. Maybe they fixed.
I mean,
it.
I hope it is. I mean, fuck, dude. The first thing they should have been doing, honestly, is offering people to exchange their old one because it fucking sucked. And
That was
yes,
the
there is
last
a
one
dick
they
under the
did,
cloth.
right? Is that the last one they've done? Was
There's
Smeek
a
was
dick on it?
Yeah.
this is
Yes,
the
that's
last
correct.
Lord of the Rings they've done? So they come back with the same figure again? Yeah. it's
Well, hang on, time out to clarify. I think the last release they did was Gandalf Crown.
Gandalf the White.
Is he an innie or an outie?
Wow.
So that's when he was actually talking about when he said it's precious.
Oh.
All right. Let's move on.
Also, what do you want for $130? Like that's a dangerous sentiment.
yeah,
It's
don't
like
like
that's
anything you want.
not an insignificant amount of money.
So many things.
no.
It's like, oh, $130. You give me garbage. That's fine.
You get a seafood boil for that, 18.
I don't know how.
Wow, that's a deep fucking cut, man. That is a deep. I'm giving you a fucking point.
I
man.
think that was about
is-
half of the seafood boil, but yeah.
That is. That's good, man. That's good work, man.
It's just
Especially-
like,
Sorry,
Yeah.
go on.
oh, I don't like that. Like, well, it's $130. It could be terrible. Like, what?
My point was like, especially now when like a lot of decent figures are getting so heavily discounted in buy sell trade groups. I'm pretty sure you could pick up a Nebula for in around $150, you know, an endgame Nebula or something, which is a decent enough figure. Like, so, you know, you could $130 goes a long way in the secondary market anyway. I know that's not what we're talking about, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, also like $130 isn't even that far off from what
like
Hot
two
Toys
Baldos.
cost in Hong Kong.
Yeah,
Or a
but these
Hono.
might also be cheaper overseas as well.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, Hono,
that's-
great point.
And it's not even like this is their first attempt, right? I mean, this is what their third try at this, and it's just getting worse. Maybe.
Asmus have peaked.
The Crown Gandalf White, to be fair, to its credit, at OxCon, when I had like 20 collectors at my house for the OxCon barbecue, I had the Crown White literally next to, like on the same shelf in the same lighting, the Asmus, or rather the Crown White next to the Viper Gandalf the White. And overwhelmingly, I think actually everyone preferred the portrait of the Asmus, but the outfit
100%.
of the Viper. Literally
Asmus,
everyone.
Asmus has some wins for sure, but this is definitely has not been one of them. As Mike
For
said,
sure,
they've
absolutely.
their third
Yeah, it's
try.
a huge misstep.
It's like
So is that the top, Zach? So like in terms of Asmus, Lord of the Rings, 160.
I think so. I think that's their best.
Is that their
quality.
peak?
Gimli's
Well,
good
Gimli
too,
is
right?
pretty fucking good. Gimli is actually insanely good.
Yeah.
I think Gimli's probably their top. I think Gandalf Crown White is the second best, in my opinion. But I think the Crown White was kind of crazy because they announced it and released it on the same day. Like, that's kind of unheard of for that level of figure craft because it's a rooted figure. They're taking a gamble. They've made a huge quantity of these ready to go like that day. You just don't see that
maybe
by any
they,
company.
Maybe we'll get lucky. They'll do a replacement loincloth in a few months, send them for free to everyone.
Replacement loincloth, I can fucking make this myself. I mean, the shit literally feels like they cut it on a Cricut with construction paper. It's fucking terrible.
That's how every single pair of my boxers looks now.
Oh my god, Eddie! Jesus.
You definitely got to start the
Walmart.
OnlyFans, Eddie.
They sell them in
Gym
like
is
packs
just
of 10
rough.
for like.
Hang in
Really
there,
good.
Chris.
I can't
in 10
afford
weeks.
Super Commandos because what do you want me to do, dude? I have to use that underwear, bro.
This is a great point. The second Gandalf Asmus head is better as well. I will say it is better, but it's not amazing. I own it as well. It's
So
pretty
bad
okay.
for anyone behind you on an escalator, Eddie.
Wow. Now I will say this: after the week I've had, there's always a light in the dark, Dean. They say, I think it was said, Dean, even if you're not ready for the day, it cannot always be night. And 1/6 scale SK, I don't even have the brand name, SYX, SKX, SEX, something like that. Baby Hippo 20 releasing Q1 2025, $22, Dean. We're talking, what can $100, $130 get you? $22, Dean. 22 American greenbacks gets you the absolute joy of the world. And I gotta say, honestly, in terms of every 1/6 scale animal we've seen this year, this is up there, bro. This is definitely up there. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to this hobby. For those that are listening, it's a 1/6 scale Moodang. If you're on TikTok or live in the earth, then you know what Moodang is. Thailand's second greatest export. Yeah.
Is she Thai?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Moo Deng is super cute. It's JXK Toys.
Thank you, JXK. Shout out to 1/6 Figure Focus, $20 super chat. Love the show, love the panel. Another 110 and Zach can get the Lord of the Rings Asmus Master.
You know you want it, man.
Wow, yeah, everyone keeps sending me money so I can get a DX19. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, talk about bearing the lead. Yeah, you know, you gotta keep them. You gotta simmer. You gotta preheat the oven before you put the turkey in. This is the greatest thing that's ever been made, and in fact, I might buy two.
Wow.
Look at this
fan
fucking
of
thing.
Moo Deng.
Oh yeah, I love Moodang. In fact, I think I'm gonna go to Thailand for many reasons. One of which might be Moodang.
Oh my lord!
You know, get my LB on, get my Moodang on. It'd be a great trip. We should go, Dean.
Well, yeah, this is
figure
cool.
of the year.
Only if we could share. Yeah, I like it.
the LB.
I don't know if I'd like it for $22, but I mean,
$22. You can't buy a
Yeah,
Black
it's
Series
just-
for $22.
What more do you want for $22?
yeah, I like Stormtroopers more than I like Moo Deng, but
You can't buy a $22 Stormtrooper.
Get McDonald's.
You're not
for
wrong.
two
They're like
people.
28.
Have you seen Dean's McDonald's meal? It's more than $22.
Jesus.
Wow.
Give it a
What?
close. It's
Cola.
inflation.
How dare you?
That's inflation. How dare you?
Slippery slope.
They say 20 pieces feeds 4
Slippery
people.
slope.
You hate
Dean
to
takes
see
it back. All his love for you, Zach. Hate to see it.
That's okay.
All in one show.
That's
that how you feel, Dean?
damn
That's all of how you
McDonald's
feel?
order.
Yeah, like it's cute.
That's
I like
all
it, but I don't like it enough to buy it.
Wow.
Maybe
Well,
I'm in the
that's-
minority. I don't know what Moodang is. I've never
Would be
heard
the
of
Oh
it
my
before.
god, you don't?
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna
had
say
no
the
idea.
same
I've
thing.
never
Get
heard
out
it
of here.
before.
I
I like how greasy it
let's
looks.
just-
I
let's
think it's
just end the
cute.
show.
Wet.
That's
It's
it.
not greasy. It's wet.
Let's, you know what? I'm out of here, boys. I got better things to do than be with a bunch of fucking.
Sorry,
non-believers.
everybody out there.
You
I can-
fucking idiots.
I saw somebody say that it would look good with Ace Ventura SG Collectibles.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Yeah, I do.
Man,
I mean,
I was always listening to that, not watching you, just listening to it. I did not realize that was her saying that.
wow.
You think you know a stream? You don't.
Yeah,
It's
think
awful.
you know.
Yeah, this is.
I know who Dean's voting for.
This is a JXK. I don't know. Can we trust the prototype's gonna come out like the or the production's gonna come out like the prototype? I don't know. $22.
This greasy?
I'm just kidding. Now this is pretty cool for $22.
That's an easy fix.
Look at this thing, dude. Look
You
at her go.
definitely, yeah.
Look how happy she is.
You could grab this
It's
for.
cute that it's
$22
real. I
pretty
didn't
good.
realize it was real.
It's a real animal, and it just
That's okay.
does
That's cute.
spazzy things
Whoa.
all day long.
It looks like a pig.
It's so beautiful. A light in
It's
the
a
dark.
pigmy hippo. Right.
Look at
Oh my
him.
God,
Oh
poor
my
bastard.
god. Look how
Yeah. It's a pygmy hippo, so
Oh
she'll only
my
get about as big as the mother right there.
Big as a Honda Civic.
Which is crazy because hippos
Whoa!
get massive.
Well, hang on. I read about why
Real
they do
show
that. Hang on.
Wow.
I read about why they do that. They have to get them used to the human touch. So when they get,
So they beat
they
its
get to be
ass.
about the size of like a small cow. They don't hurt the handlers, right? So they have to kind of spank that ass.
So it's
you know?
I slap
access to
Dean
the
when I want to go to
LBC means.
McDonald's.
Raise that thing in fear? Man.
Well, no, you have to get it used to being touched, right? You know. I'm going straight to Thailand. ASAP. Oh my god, look at that.
Oh
thing.
my god. Oh my slow mo.
God, that's so
Me getting out of the shower, dude.
Gee, that was Dean when he slipped on that water bowl.
Be careful.
Hey,
Populated.
hey, how dare you.
Oh my god.
Careful scrolling on this.
That was Kevin.
I know, right?
Good to see.
Might scroll to some LB, you know what I'm saying?
God, who knows on freaking
Hey, you know,
Thailand's #1 export, bro. I'm surprised no one asked. Yeah, what the fuck do you want for
think we all knew.
$22? That's what I'm fucking talking about, baby.
Just a little bit of
I
articulation.
feel like it's a little too pudgy compared to the videos we just saw.
Yeah.
They were-
Well, she's put on weight, you know what I'm saying? They future-proofed it. I think this is the most... To say how much happiness this will bring me on the shelf, look, right now, my life, not going great. So the amount of happiness per dollar is very important right now to me. And the HPD...
dollar ratio.
HPD is how I'm claiming this now. HPD, very high on this, right? Very high. So
Go over a picture. Go back to the hand comparison.
Oh, here we go.
Just why aren't they holding it like a cat? That's all I'm asking.
Pick it up. Man, that's a fact of God right there.
That might be the new. Remember, Dean, the sideshow. That might be the new way you show off the figure, right? You're talking about. Here's my Peter Parker Spider-Man, just fucking.
Where are they holding Gollum too? Where are they holding him on the shoulders when they're doing that? I don't understand.
That's how you should hold your figure of the year.
Yeah, here's my Goku figure.
So I'm taking my dick pics from now on. The Italian is what I call it.
Jesus.
I would sell Moodang in my TCG shop, bro. That shop is booming,
Bro.
Greatest.
I
Zach,
tuned in and you just
what
had
a
400
fun
grand.
stream.
Well, you know, I want people to tune in because you know I need someone to be there with me. So
It was fun. I liked it.
it's
I
so
didn't know you
fun.
were playing. You didn't tell me you were going to play. I would have joined you.
Oh, okay. If you want to,
You should try and-
soon. We can do that.
In fact, you should try and 3D print a Moodang. You could probably 3D print one of these bad boys.
Yeah,
what?
then
Not
gotta
for
paint
22
it
bucks.
and make it wet.
But he
Zach,
likes painting.
just take the super chat and just get yourself a Moodang.
I'm doing it, boys. I'm getting a
Just do it,
second
man.
one.
No, I was going to split.
Live
that
the
super
dream,
shot with
man.
me.
Live the dream.
I'll split with you.
I feel like we all need a Moodang in our desk.
Wow.
Really. Now
Yeah,
that I
we
know
all
what it
need.
is.
We all
The
need
thing was
like
really cute. I will give it that.
something to make you happy, right? You know,
Zach, it's my ocarina. I always have the ocarina right in front of
Hey,
me.
look at that.
This one makes me
Look at
happy.
that.
Zach, 3D
Well,
printed this
everyone,
bad
grab
boy.
something on your desk. What makes you happy? Let's
It's awesome.
let's do that.
Also
That
the
Zach
Moodang.
3D printed for me?
No,
or
no, just anything.
Oh.
Anything.
But
I think
people
that's
like
just-
it.
I'm ready.
happy.
If you
Yeah, go ahead.
wanna zoom, make
Hang
me
on, hang on.
big.
Oh, you got it! Yes, let's fucking go.
The scanner worked. I got actually a different app because the one you showed me was not
Okay.
working. So I'm glad I looked it up. There was another one, and it actually, as you scanned it, it shows the picture of it rather than giving you a code. It was really good. And yeah, I might go
we go.
grab the Star Traveler dude that looks like he's all crystally.
You mean Orion? He has
Yeah,
like a shield?
Orion. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that figure is beautiful.
Yeah, I might grab that.
Okay.
$5, $6.
What's
at
on
the
yours,
bookstore.
Dean? Let's see. What's on your? Hey, there we go.
This is
Oh, I
the
didn't say so.
Polygon Cloud Strife figure, my favorite character, and this is what he looked like back in 1997 on screen. I love this. I have all the
Mike?
characters.
Here we go.
Sorry, I
Mike.
didn't say. I got the Spacewalk Lego minifig.
Yeah, I don't have anything within arm's reach of me, but I do
you
have
could
my
get
bar
up, I mean.
right next to me here, so any of those bottles would make me happy right now.
There we go, Eddie.
Oh, look at all
Nothing
those
makes me
figures on
happy.
this desk.
Wow, you have a whole collecting weekly logo back there. You couldn't grab that. How dare you?
He's
Uh,
got
Shane?
his dick in his
Don't
hand.
you have any lotion on your desk or anything?
You're on mute, Shane. Hey, Guinness.
Oh yeah.
You're on mute. I'm gonna drink a Guinness tomorrow just for Shane. There you go.
My first choice was the can of Guinness, and also thanks for drinking the Guinness. And then my second choice was just I wanted to pick up something cooler. So, in like 1976, a company called Shepperton Studios were contracted with making the molds for the stormtroopers, and they still sell armors. So this is fully wearable. I had to pad out the inside myself and stuff like that, but yeah, it's pretty damn cool. Could join the Fiverr first last year.
That's
and
awesome, dude.
Just a lot of fun getting to dress up as a stormtrooper for a day and just forget world.
Wow,
badass.
It's cool.
Let's see. I have two things. This one, I don't know. I went to Five Below and I found a giant gummy bear eraser, and I love it. Makes me so happy. And one day Vivi was really stressing because we couldn't find an eraser, and we were looking all over the house, and I'm like, oh, I literally have a giant eraser on my desk. So she, erased her homework or whatever. She made a mistake, and yeah, so I like this. I keep it on my desk. The next thing is here. I don't like me being solo. I actually just got this recently.
Oh, TCG app just came out.
Duck's helmet. Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah, look at this.
With the buzz?
This is actually player issue, and so my uncle, he passed away a few years ago. Big Star Wars fan, huge Star Wars fan. And those were his favorite uniforms because they're called the Stormtrooper uniforms. They're like white and silver. And so when I got this helmet recently, maybe it makes me think of him, and it's right on my desk. So
that's decent.
I noticed that neither Zach nor Badfish reached for their Helldiver's helmet, so that's cool. Cool.
Well, it's back there, right? Just like you, I couldn't get up.
I would have grabbed mine, but I never fucking got one.
All you do is complain your head's too big. What am I supposed to? I don't have a printer that big.
I would have brought mine, but I'm waiting on my second one, and I have a thing right here for it now. And
I got all the pieces right here. I'm waiting for one little measurement.
What little measurement? 3 inches. In
see
and
this,
out.
Zach?
All right, what measurement you need from me, buddy?
What is this, Badfish? What are you showing
This is
me?
the official app. It just came out like 30 seconds ago.
What the fuck is that?
The Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket app.
What the fuck is that? That didn't answer my question at all.
This is the cell phone app, the official Pokemon app that people have been talking about.
Do you have to pay for it?
What do you do with it? You play the card game on it, or?
I think you can.
Digital packs?
I don't think so. I think it's. I don't know. I would imagine you're definitely going to be able to buy digital packs, but you're going to be able to do free challenges and all that stuff too. But yeah, it's like collecting, but in the app, it's the Pokemon version they've been talking about for a bit.
I'm not paying real world money for.
Hell no!
I paid real
games,
world money
but I'm not paying
on
money.
Ultimate Team today. I'll tell you what, the big man upstairs threw me a bone today. Got fucking the exact cornerback I wanted. It was like a miracle. Anyways,
I know Equan's getting this right now, so shout out to Equan.
Oh, Mr. Masashi, I did get a full-size Glammed ring from Rainer. It's actually right here. It's fucking massive, and to take it off the wall, it would be very not elegant for me to do that, but yes, it's right here. In fact, I will say this. I'm actually planning on doing a full collection tour now that the garage is kind of lived in. Literally, it's being lived in because we had family this weekend staying with us the past week, but give me like a few weeks to clean it up, get it back to tip-top shape, and we'll be doing a collection tour update on the studio because it's now that it's really filled in, it looks really different than the last video. Anyways, enough about Moo Deng, the goat, the people's champ, the angel on heaven from angel on earth from heaven. Let's see here. S Hero Batman, aka the Dark Hero blogger photos. This looks pretty fucking good, honestly. I kind of regret not getting this, and I think I may have to track this down.
Really?
You don't think it looks good?
No, it looks like shit.
Really?
Look
How
at the
so?
proportions. Look at that.
It's not on kit anymore.
I don't know.
This does not translate well to 1/6 scale. It's horrible.
I think
the
his
shoulders
head might
look
be a
weird.
little too big.
Look at where his
Really?
arm is and the cape. Like, it just looks.
That's how
weird.
he looks.
No, not in the show. He doesn't look like that.
Okay, well, I mean, the show. To
Look
be
at
fair,
that.
in the show, he's built like a fucking baked bean. So I don't know if I want that either.
Yeah.
His legs look really skinny in these two pictures.
But that's how they are in the show.
Are they?
It skips leg day.
If anything, they're skinnier in the show.
Yeah, they're
Ben, you're the
very
fucking
thin.
expert. Go ahead.
He is
Yeah,
pretty
then
much
you like it?
V-shaped in the show. I actually
Like a
don't
massive
love this.
triangle.
I don't love it. I thought his head looked oddly high for where his shoulders and arms lay. So I agree, Eddie. The proportions do look a little off. However, I do think that the likeness on the Bruce Wayne sculpt is actually pretty solid. And he is oddly proportioned in the show. So I think this is a good blend of that look that Mondo was trying to go for with like the cel-shaded, like animated style and kind of blending it in with a seamless look for your collection. I think it's still good objectively, but I do agree, Eddie, it's when I first saw the photos, I was like, oh, it seems oddly proportioned.
Do you see on the right side, he looks like he has two sets of shoulders. He looks like he has shoulders where the cape's at, and then he looks like about halfway down where his arms start, where the cape ends, he has another set of shoulders. It looks weird.
He's just got big triceps.
Do you know what triceps are? Because I don't think you do.
With the cape, you're saying, Eddie, on the right?
No like triceps there.
Hang on,
at all.
Ben, where are your
I was
triceps
like, what
at?
the hell?
Where are your triceps at, Ben?
Yeah.
There we go. Attaboy.
I think the on the
that.
right isn't bad. It's actually kind of
Can't
cool
Google
looking.
that fast. It would be
Yeah,
so
we've
like
seen what happens when
tricipy.
you Google fat.
Yeah, I know. Tricipy.
Tricipy, there you go. Oh, Ben, you sweet summer child. Well, I genuinely was like, holy shit, this looks awesome. Maybe I just don't.
Sorry.
And Dean, I've always said this. There are characters we just don't have the eye for. To me, and I get it, right? People are like, oh, this Gandalf looks great. And I'm like throwing a tantrum about it. So I get it. You know, I get it. I see the light now. All right. Here we go. Catwoman discount, $20 off the
We can't
2-pack
see
with code. Oh, thank you. $20 off the 2-pack with code CWCW on 16kit.com. That's the Jazz Ink Dioramas 2-pack Catwoman. Again, $20 off the 2-pack with code CWCW. Nice and simple to remember. We get no kickbacks there, but if you can put a Thomas Jefferson in your pocket, that's fantastic.
Or Greenie. Badfish?
Yeah, Greenie there.
Same.
Junk drawer, just two things here. SDCC, I guess there was some badge sale issues. I was hoping Marco could be here to explain this. But they said that we've been informed that the badge sale will not resume today. We'll announce a new sale date once we have additional information. In fact, let me just Google what happened, because, again, I was hoping he will be here today. So they say that the SDCC has delayed its opening badge sale for 2025. Fans reported having difficulties with the ticketing portal. Now, it is historically pretty insane from what I've heard. I've never tried buying them myself. But they said that minutes into the window, 9 a.m. on Saturday, the ticket sales froze up on their computers and kicked them out after waiting for prolonged periods of time. Some say they were able to complete a purchase, but they had not yet been charged for the purchase. And for that reason, they have decided to stop current registration process, and they're going to figure out when the next window will open up. But as of Monday afternoon, there were no details about that. So, yeah, Dean, we talk about this every year. It's like, you know, fucking people are going to try to buy it. I don't understand how this shit keeps happening. But, yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. I do think that the badges kind of get you into certain things, right? It's like a tier badge. So you obviously try and get the max tier if that's what you're going for, and you can get into things like Hall H and some of those really cool stuff. At least that's what I would imagine there. But I have heard good arguments for why San Diego Comic-Con should be moved to Las Vegas for just like ability to...
What?
Las Vegas? Las Vegas?
It's not Las Vegas Comic-Con, first off.
I know.
And also, Marco says you're incorrect.
I'm incorrect.
I think badges are like for the day, like
They're just,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Tickets, yeah, to get into the door. There's no tier or anything.
There's no tier at all?
No.
What's the point of it then?
Well, you need a ticket to get in the door.
Well, that's stupid. It's the worst thing I've ever heard.
What are you talking about? How do you
tickets
get
not
into
normally
things
work?
without a
Yeah,
ticket?
No, I want a badge tier system. I want the Captain Kirk badge to be able to get into all the coolest shit. And
you don't know.
Lower the tier.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
I don't know.
clearly
You know what you're talking about.
No, like we were talking about with the Disney Skip the Line badge thing.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
not that.
Well, fuck me.
But yeah, it's
not a badge.
That's
either.
the nice thing about San Diego. You just
That's not a badge.
It's a bracelet.
I'm not saying it's a badge. I'm saying but the tier system, like
tier system.
I spent the extra
Gets you
money
ahead
to
of the
get
line.
the
You
fucking
spent- yes,
thing.
that's what I
I
thought
get
you
the
meant.
benefit. I get to go to
Thank
Hall
you, Dean.
H. I get what Ben is saying, but that's the nice thing
Better
about
words.
San Diego Comic Con. If you're in the door, you have the opportunity to go to everything. And
dumbest
it's
thing
like,
ever.
If you
I'm
wanna
going to
deal
wait
with
in
waiting
line
for it.
all day for Hall H. You fucking spent the time to do it. The next
I
guy's
guess
going
I
to have
never
to
noticed
wait.
that about San Diego because LA Comic Con has VIP and certain areas that you could get into with a certain ticket, but yeah, San Diego's just entry. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, our Comic Cons down here have tiers. So
Our Comic Cons fucking suck, honestly.
yeah, they're really not that great.
I have
Although
tears 'cause I
they
can't
are
go.
small enough that you get some pretty cool opportunities that you might not get in San Diego.
I still think it should go to Las Vegas.
Jesus Christ.
Why?
I'm saying.
Because it's
Just put it
Vegas.
out there. Yeah, and there's more accommodation. It's cheaper. You can go to Vegas also from Calgary way easier.
Yeah, because they're worried about how Ben can get to the convention.
I'm just saying, more Canadians would come, and we're nice. We'll spend money.
We really need more.
Can we move it to Medical Center
point
San
is to
Antonio
keep
so that I
them
can
out.
come?
That's why I want a tier system, because I don't want to have to let somebody in front of me if they waited all day. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad. If I got the badge,
So-
I can get in.
Are these tickets like the tickets for like next July or
Yeah.
August or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. And they're all sold out now or what?
Well, they're gonna redo
Scratched.
the open registration because of this site crashing. So that's what this is saying. Like they have 2 weekends. They have one for returning guests, which happened last month, I think, and then this was the one for new
First
guests
timers.
to get a ticket. Yeah, and the site crashed, so they're gonna do this again. I don't know when, but they're gonna open it up again.
Nice.
What's the alternative? Like, say, let's say I wanted to go and I didn't. Like when they redo this again and I don't get it.
Well, you could be like Marco and just be a Latin, and you see a bunch of Mexicans, and you just kind of get in under the pretense
Sneak
of
in the back.
volunteering.
When I went,
That literally happened. That's a real story. That's not even me
He
joking.
said he
around.
just
That's-
walked up and then
But
just kind of
is
like
there?
let him
My
in.
question is basically like, okay, is there like a stub
scoundrel.
hub or whatever you can go to, or is
I
it
don't
like
believe they're
you're just not getting in?
transferable.
Alright, okay.
They are not transferable, but they don't check ID or anything. So if you go to the con with a badge and scan it, you could get in. Like at least the year that I went was last year. I went in 2023, and there was you literally just scan your badge at this thing at the door, a scanner, and you walk in. No one's checking your ID
So if
to
I
make
had
sure
someone
it's
else's
yours.
badge, basically.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, so
don't
like if Eddie goes
don't take
on
my
Friday
badge. Be
and-
fucking. So Zach
Yeah, but let's
Navarro
just say
is fucking
Eddie's
Irish
like, I
and shit,
can't
so-
go on Saturday. You could take my badge
Yeah,
for the
exactly.
day.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, listen, the
Or
Irish.
Because I
you could
sold
get-
mine
The Irish
this
have done
for
worse
this year.
in the US. The Irish have
And-
done worse in the US.
No, all you
I
gotta do
heard.
is get a hard hat,
Beans on a potato. It's the
high
craziest thing I've ever
a high
seen.
vis vest, and walk around with a ladder, and you could get in anyway.
That's actually true, Dean. That's honestly 100% true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
I'm
you
in the
would be
painting industry.
amazed-
It's so true. I
You'd
can
be
go so
am-
many cool places.
You'd be amazed how much confidence can just get you in places.
Also true.
Yep,
I'm
I
I
say
don't
all
have a
the
lot
time,
going for me,
if-
but I have a tremendous amount of confidence, and I usually can just get. what
If
needs
you
to
look
be
like
done.
you don't want to be there as well, that helps. Because it's like, I don't really want to be here. That I'm working. You know, what it is what it is.
It's the Costanza
Hate to say
effect.
It's true.
Yeah, I've always said if you look like you're supposed to be there, no one's going to question you.
Yeah. Let's move on. Last thing on the list, Dwayne. Wayne, let's fucking go. Or Dwayne Wade, rather. Excuse me.
Dwayne Wade.
I mean,
yeah, this is Dwayne.
Oh my
Wade.
God.
I was going to say.
This is
What is that?
Dean, when we say Idra Elba, this is fucking Idra Elba, but he got a statue. Miami Heat legend, one of the greatest basketball players to ever live. His statue was unveiled in front of the stadium. You know, one of the highest honors that a professional athlete in America can attain. And they absolutely fucking bamboozled this man. They made a statue of, I don't know who the fuck this is supposed to be, but it's gone viral, bro. It's all over the internet. You can't escape it.
It's like
His
that,
reaction, you could tell his hurt in his soul, bro.
Yeah, it's like that the one they did for that soccer guy. I forget his name.
Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
David Beckham. They did it for David Beckham as well.
Yeah,
But
that
it was a
was bad,
skit.
too.
It was a skit.
Yeah,
though.
that one was a skit, but the one for Ronaldo was real, and it is atrocious. I think this tops that. This is this is egregious. I'd be contacting my lawyers for sure.
Well, the worst part is he had seen this like actively as it was being made.
He signed
So
off on
when
the
it's
likeness.
when it's unveiled, it's not the first time he's seeing it. You know, they have videos of him. You know, when they're working with the clay, and you know, I mean,
Could it be the material that makes it look worse?
I think it's because it's an expressive portrait. Now,
This
granted,
is Paul Rudd, Ant-Man all over again.
granted this statue maker I've seen other of his works, and they're not particularly great. So I'm not, you know, I don't know what the statue biz is like. Maybe this guy's got this shit, you know, hook, line, and sinker. He can just charge whatever he wants. But I mean, I guess I'm never complaining about likenesses. You know, this is the real
Should have
world.
waited for InArt.
This looks like the fucking Asmus column.
Give him a point for that.
That was good. I'll give you a point. I'm not gonna press the button. Wow.
Yeah, this is. Also,
you get
did he
the-
spill something on his shirt? What the hell?
Yeah. I think it's meant to be like sweat. I think.
What's up with
Oh,
the
on the
flowers?
shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah, on the
it's real
shirt.
shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna
It's meant to be
it's-
sweat.
Sorry, no, because the outfit, it's, you know, it's like, I will say everything about this, but the head is excellent. Like the paint, like the way that the clothing is laying. I mean, it's like you kind of fucked up the most important part, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, it doesn't look anything like him at all. I don't see that likeness at all. And is
Yeah,
is
not
his
even a little
beard
bit.
blue, or like is it just like the reflection? Do you think it's weird looking?
Is it his grandfather? Like, cause like the
Oh.
the white hair like
awful.
just looks like a white beard, like, you know.
I saw
Yeah,
somebody
his-
say
his
that he
chin
didn't.
line is
He
so
didn't even
bad.
have a beard when he did this pose. So why
Oh
did they
God,
give
that's
him a beard?
crazy.
Isn't it like a goatee?
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah,
a line.
He has a
I don't
goatee,
know.
and it's just in a really
Yeah, but
weird
look at
chin
his
line.
jawline.
Yeah, his jawline is terrible.
Yeah.
Even
And then the
head shape
hair
as well.
is like it's not like it's too far in. His hair is not far enough out.
It looks like he's got Benjamin Button's disease.
Oh my god.
Like it looks like an infant that's like 50 years old. It's what it looks like.
He must have spilled his coffee on his shirt there, Dean, when he saw it. He's like, oh my god.
He was holding the baby hippo before this picture.
Yeah. He was holding Moodang.
He was holding
There you go.
Moodang.
That's good. That's good.
How's the shirt wet and the tie isn't?
That's what I was
That's
saying.
what I was also wondering. He was thrown back.
It's got to be just sweat, right? He's down in Miami.
Yeah,
Humid
it's
as hell
gotta
down
be.
there.
Let me see if I can find. Let's see. I'm gonna find the video because it was pretty funny. The reaction.
And he looked and said, "Who is that guy?"
You didn't get the post of the sculptors, and, like their comments on it.
Y'all got videos, photos? Like, that's crazy. I can't
Look
believe
even
that. Who
worse
is
in the
that
video.
guy?
Yeah, who is that
It's
guy?
even worse there.
If I wanted to look like me, I'll just stand outside the arena, y'all, and take photos. I need to look like me. It's an artistic version of a moment that happened that we're trying to cement.
Okay, Danny.
That's
yeah,
the
but you're
new.
not gonna be there 24/7 to take pictures, bro.
He doesn't
need
even
to
live
look
in that
like me.
state anymore.
Only a statue of you, dumbass.
There's lots of
See,
fans
Big O
who are gonna be
Fern.
there.
Big O Fern knows what's up. I don't know what's worse than this or the Stuart Little Iron Man. Bro, the fact that Fern still
This.
calls it the Stuart Little is a legendary in itself. My God, bro. That
do
looks
it
like
like
fuck.
that.
That's Lawrence Fishburne, bro.
Who is that guy?
Who is that guy?
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, dude. That's so funny. Anyways,
Whoa.
it's Halloween, everyone.
With the
Everyone be
Jesus.
safe. Check your kids' Halloween candy for the InArt non-printed Gandalf pants prints and the Snickers. You know, you want to stay safe. You don't want,
Bro,
this in
that
your kids' candy.
That photo is it just
Creepy.
no
Las Vegas,
like
bro.
the fact that
Creeps me
you
out.
could see his pants prints or his non-pants prints. Like the cloak is supposed to be covering all of that. Also, is he wearing bell bottoms? Where the fuck are his shoes? And you couldn't put the pants prints on there, bro?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's fucked, bro. That whole situation is.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck.
I've been saying it since the day, I've been saying it. Let's everyone be safe. It's Halloween this week. Be safe, and we want everyone to have a good, safe Halloween. But yeah, I just thought this was funny, and it made me chuckle when I made it. So, Dean, let's say thank you to the Patreonies, please.
Yeah, give a quick shout out to Captain Fordo, Ian CB, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, King Louie, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Equan, Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, David Jones, Sam Giss, Joao Bretta, Thomas Clark, Eric Spitzer, Six Skins, Figs, Billy Badfish, Joe Chetbeak, Scorpus, Luke Skywalker, Sweet Denny Lee, Deanie Martin, Big Ol' Fern, Cesar Marquin, Mark Phillips, Lisa Martin Bomansky, Richter Gregorio, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Alan Morgan, Tukathri, Wa, Derek B, Aries Portillo, Alvin J, Mario Delgado, Aurelius Delgado, Toy Cartel, Sith Scale Collector, Jared G, Alberto Cortez, Big Rib, Trevor Weed, Darren Elderton, Matt Clevenger, Don Maton, Stephen Purchett, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Steve and Maria Stanley, Eddie Manzanares, Louis Bennett, Chip Parent, Exodus, Abe Dunk TV, and GG, the Judgmental. What a bunch of sweet angels.
Angels indeed. Let's see what we got. We're working on the November-December benefits. Might do that Cos Baby sticker, but if you want to join Patreon, patreon.com/collectingweekly. Looking at the Patreon, we have four tiers rather. The $5 digital tier, the $7.50 Sweet Angel tier, which is stickers sent straight to your door and access to the Ox After Dark replay. The $15 and $25 tiers for figure fix assistance and doubles of all the stickers we send, respectively. And let's see here. Looking at our YouTube channel members, we have Absolute Irwin, Alvin J, Amanda Dobbs, Andrew Gibo, Benjamin Hansen, Big Ol' Fern, Bob Dylan, CC3PO, Crispy, CT603, DJ, Daminator, Doc Smizzle, Equan, Fat Batman, Gare Bear, Good Ol' Spotchka, Gotham Cenobites, Justin Sports Cards, Jared G, LV Avenger 702, Mark Pearson, Mike L, Eddie Money Mendez, OG Fan, OMFG Rick, 16 Figure Focus, Paul Schreiber, Philip the Fool, S Beam, Sam Giss, Scarnlord, SpongeBob SquareBalls, Sunnyvale Russ, The Ben Thomas Show, Toy Mafia, and Exodus. You can become a YouTube channel member by clicking that link there. Appreciate you guys for supporting us for 99 cents. If you're a Patreon, you get loyalty badges, emojis, and member shoutouts. $2.99 if you are not and you want to join the Peanut Gallery. You got all the same benefits from the previous tiers. We also have TeePublic, and looking at the network this Thursday, we have a pre-recorded small talk for Halloween. That way the boys can spend time with their families. After Dark tomorrow, probably going to be a not very fun one, to be honest. I'm about 60-40 for that'll be there, but we'll see if I rally like Bane. But that one's going to really suck, to be honest, so it's not going to be a fun one. Friday, just another Friday night, and yeah, I think that's it. Any shout-outs that we want to give today?
Shout out Shane.
Wow,
jumping on the show, hanging out with us, bringing his A game. You love it.
I begged. Not ashamed.
Begged.
Something I had to do, man. No, I've been a fan of the channel since back to like 2020, so, and I watch it every Wednesday religiously. It's like a staple in the community, and you've got good panel, good guests, and you're very consistent and tackle the tough subjects. So yeah, I'm a fan.
Wow,
that's it.
Love to hear it.
You're a sweetheart.
Actually,
Angel.
Apart from Eddie, I like everyone apart from Eddie. Eddie needs to watch RoboCop. Eddie needs to find and reappreciate RoboCop. Can we all agree that everyone likes RoboCop apart from Eddie?
Love RoboCop.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Love RoboCop.
Love it.
I should really watch that one, eh?
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
You have
That's the other Irish guy on the panel.
Get out of here.
Seamus,
Gotta be
you're
representing
no
Canada
allowed
better
back
than
to
that,
the
but
Emerald
okay.
Isle.
The Emerald
Till I watch it.
Isle. What
Yeah, we're all big
I've
RoboCop
never heard
fans. Yeah, the Emerald Isle.
Jay, how much do you think
RoboCop's
I
big
hear
over in
about Ireland? I don't.
I mean, I thought everyone knew it's known as the Emerald Isle, but
I've
No, I
literally
think-
not ever in my entire life heard those words together.
wow.
Yeah, I know you
Yeah,
guys
no,
had something
What do they
to
call
like
America?
Potatoes. That's about it.
Well, I can't say that on stream. I'll get cancelled.
What do they call
Yeah,
America?
same.
The Big Mac.
Wow. Wow.
Don't forget, there's a big election this week.
It's the land of the free. Home of the brave.
Nova Scotia called a snap election. Make sure you get out there and vote. Coming up November
Alrighty.
26th.
What's a Scotia?
Make sure you get out there and vote. He dissolved the caucus, and make sure you get out there on the 26th in the polls.
Didn't
You
even say
gotta
sorry.
vote for Nova Scotia, don't you know?
That's right there.
That's right there.
Another big election.
Do we have any elections coming up?
There's
Yeah, let
another
me check my
election.
calendar. America. Wait,
I'm
do we
holding my
have-
breath that night.
Wait, is the election on the 5th? Oh, it is on the
Hold my
5th. I already voted, so I don't know when it is.
Wait.
Yeah, we'll be live.
First Tuesday.
Who'd you
We'll be
vote for?
live next.
Just kidding.
Definitely not that fucking cuck RFK. I'll say that much. Fucking guy killed a bear. I don't know. I fucking hate that guy. Dude. His fucking voice. Anyways, we are going to be live next Tuesday. Have you heard his voice, dude? It sounds like he's fucking swallowing glass.
Yeah, I think it's a disability.
Grasshoppers.
That's wouldn't be the first time we've made fun of something like that on the show. So we will be live next Tuesday. We'll keep it politics
we make fun of Eddie
free.
all the time.
That was pretty good.
Wow.
Damn.
We'll have a good time. And yeah, I think that's it for my
No,
shout
shout
to
out-
Shane, obviously.
Shout out to Marco.
No,
While we
reverse
make fun of
shout-out. Anti-shout
While we make fun of him for not being here, we love the guy, and he's in the process of trying to land a big job for work. So good luck out there, buddy. Hopefully you
just what he
land it.
Yeah, good luck.
So
I
that it's
reverse
worth
shout
it.
out.
And if that was your
Then
excuse,
why don't you just
then,
marry him?
you know.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
No,
Get a room.
Get
we
a
held
room.
we held
Get a
pinkies when we
room.
got knighted for not
That's
for
true.
collecting weekly.
Really?
Ew.
Yeah,
did,
that's
yeah.
true.
Yeah,
There-
it's true.
shout
That's
out
good.
again
There's
to
photos.
Shane, though. It's like, what, 4:30 in the morning there?
Yeah, it's 2:30, but I'm off
You
this
got a
week.
Guinness,
so
though.
It's
That's
sweet.
cool.
Oh, nice. What's the occasion?
Guinness does not.
Snap election?
Guinness does
or-
not keep you awake. No, just I have a week off. Just have a week
Nice.
off. Yeah, so it's great.
You
Are
deserve
you going to
it.
be on Let's Get Nuts Sunday then this week? Or did you-
Wow.
you got
I
that?
was supposed to be. I was going to be on
This guy.
last Sunday,
Always be
but
plugging.
then it wasn't on,
ABG.
and I can't be on next Sunday because I've worked the next morning. So
Miss my
Yeah,
chance.
I will.
You canceled on him, Ben.
I know. I
Yeah, that
canceled
is
on
true,
everybody,
that's-
okay. I didn't realize I was going to be out of town for this Halloween.
Yeah, no
party,
one
so-
sees you when you're crying yourself to sleep in Ireland in the Emerald Isle.
The Emerald Isle. That's got to be a sticker or something. I never heard that before in my life.
I like it.
Anyways.
It's pretty.
Sound
Yeah.
off in the chat if you heard it.
What
Sounds very
America would be
Wizard of
the
Ozzy
Ru-
to me, to be
America would be
honest.
like the Ruby Isle, right? Because we're like red, white, and blue. You know what I'm saying?
Third world country.
The Ruby
Gucci
and.
belt.
Okay,
what I've been
Ben.
told.
You know what?
That's what I've been told.
I
That's
hope
what
there's
I've
a
been
world war,
told.
and we're not going to help you guys at all.
Wow, you probably won't.
Thing is, Canada's got Whistler though, man. Canada's
true.
got Whistler.
And Banff.
And poutine.
Banff. I've heard
And
good things
poutine.
about Banff.
Poutine is... Dean, have you tried poutine yet?
And all
Poutine's
dressed
at work.
chips.
Oh my god, you are missing out, good sir. I'm just saying.
There's nowhere to
You
get
think
it.
Dean hasn't had poutine?
Okay, well you better come here. You better have some poutine with me.
You think this
I've
man
had
hasn't had some
poutine.
poutine?
He says he has.
Poutine doesn't sound like food though. If you know what I'm saying.
It's food. It's like I could live off poutine.
And
if you
munch
let
on
me.
it just the same.
It's called poutine here.
Wow.
Get a good poutine at Wendy's over here, you know?
No, I can't eat that stuff. No, that's not real poutine. Bad. Get out of here, bad fish.
I just said it because the name is.
How have you not heard of the Emerald? I don't know. It must have escaped me. I mean,
I haven't heard of that either.
I just found
He's
out
not very
Ireland
cultured,
and,
Clinton.
do
I
you
just
know,
found out
like, it's-
Ireland and
have you ever
England
heard-
were a different country fucking like
Have
last
you
year.
watched
so.
your fucking
There's
dirty
more
mouth?
than just
Have you?
Wait,
have you
Shane,
ever
which
heard of-
part of Ireland are you at? North, or I guess the rest of it?
He's overseas.
I'm in the south. I'm in the south. Yeah.
Is that the good part?
Yeah. They're both. They're
Wherever
both
the
good
sea
parts.
ends,
They're both
that's
good
where
parts.
he is.
But which part isn't one of those parts still with England?
No, not really. So no.
I guess I don't
No,
know anything
the answer to that is
about
no. So the north of Ireland like is still technically under the UK, but it's not England. So like the UK
United Kingdom,
is
sorry.
yeah. The United Kingdom is like England, Ireland, Scotland. Or sorry. Let me rephrase it again. So it's England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, but not the south of Ireland. But yeah. So
So you're in
but
the
it's not,
south.
yeah. Yeah, I'm in the south. Yeah.
Look, most of what I
But
know
like-
about
Republic of
Ireland
Ireland.
comes from Peaky Blinders, so you
He's
know.
a
what
Southie.
can I say?
Well, like people like it's really complicated because like the UK umbrella is like
Did the Yankees win?
England, Scotland, Wales, and then
Yeah.
Wow! Oh my God!
they say
destroyed
Northern
them.
Ireland as well, but it's not. It's not. Depending on who you ask as well.
Well, enjoy the Emerald Coast.
Have you ever heard of
Shane?
ERA?
No.
I think
you
it's a
never heard
band.
Ireland being referred to as ERA.
Oh, they're never gonna have heard
The
that
Irish
if they've
Republic Army?
Never heard of.
That's Ireland.
That's
Yeah, that's
I.
a different thing.
Oh, what?
No
Where does he
way.
live? Scotland? Wait, say that again. Ira? Era?
ERA.
Is
No,
it-
it's just the Irish for.
For
it's
what?
like the Irish language, the way of saying Ireland in Irish language, like
Oh.
How do you spell it? How do you spell it, Zach?
E-I.
No. Let him spell.
For Ira or Era?
Era.
Probably ERA, I would think. Maybe an H? I don't know. You guys talk kind of got like a southern drawl, you know?
Wow.
It's Southern True.
Like molasses. Just rolls off the tongue.
Really?
You people talk funny.
You
What do you
people.
mean, you people?
Well, we're learning everything about. So what we've learned
He's
the last
regretting it
3
now.
weeks: Greek and Rome, different places. Ireland,
Oh.
North Ireland, and England, different places. Look at that. the Emerald Coast, as they say.
It's all the UK.
No, the
Close.
Emerald
Emerald
Isle.
Isle.
Oh, the Emerald Isle.
Close, yeah.
It's
Wait,
just-
no,
but-
the Emerald
it-
Coast is in the United States. That's Florida. That's a part of
the
Florida.
the history is complicated, but it's like it's very simple when, like, say, for example, let's
We're
say
the
Cillian
leprechauns.
Murphy, who is Irish from the
But
south
Northern.
of Ireland, gets an Oscar, and then you have English broadcasters, news companies claiming him as English. Like, you could forgive someone
Oh,
for
that's
from
nasty.
understanding difference between, like, okay, Scotland, Wales, England's part of the UK, whereas Ireland is definitely not. But
That's how I
just
feel-
claiming people.
That's kind of how I feel, Dean, about Texas. Like, I always, if I'm flying the Texas flag, always above the U.S. flag. Always. Never in my life.
Don't fly any flags.
I don't.
Well, you fly certain flags, but
I don't think
Wow.
you're supposed to fly it above it. You're supposed you
Six
can fly them
Flags.
at the same height.
Texas is allowed to fly above it, actually.
Six Flags is fun.
Also, I'm a goddamn
That's
American, so I'll fly that flag however I want.
That's true. You're free to do. No one's gonna come. You know. knock
But I
your
think
head
it's the
away.
only flag that can, like, in an official.
No, I think it's the only flag that can
Capacity.
fly at the same height. I don't think you could supposed to fly it above it
Why is it allowed to be?
Zach's
at the
been
same
breaking
height?
the law.
because we were our own country at one point.
We're also the only country that can secede.
I don't think that's true either. I think we could split into 3 states, but I don't think we could.
As long as Austin's on its own, then I'll be fine.
Weird.
Just don't put me with Austin. Then I'll be fine. This says
People's
all
Republic.
state flags can be flown at the same height as the U.S. flag. So I don't know.
Okay, maybe you're right.
Anyways.
Maybe it is above it.
Who knows?
Except Florida.
No flag above the U.S. smells like treason. You goddamn right, DJ. You goddamn right. Never forget the Alamo. Nicole and I still don't know the difference between Ireland and Scotland.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
An
I'm gonna
entire
have. I'll tell
sea
you
is
this.
in between
Fern,
them.
just worry about your taxes first, and then you can.
I've
worry
been
about
wanting
that.
to have. I've been wanting to have a Guinness for years. I think I'm gonna do it this weekend. I'm gonna get
Make
my-
sure it's
It
cold.
It won't
SpongeBob
be-
SquareBalls. Love you, buddy. Love you.
What up, Thomas?
Thomas. Sir
So, buddy.
Thomas.
You need to come to Ireland and have proper Guinness.
You have
The
Glocks in
canned one
Ireland?
isn't terrible, but I do agree with you. It's better out of a tap. But
No, we don't have Glocks. We have safety. Sorry.
I feel pretty damn
We don't
safe
have gun
in my
crime. We're kind of like Canada. Like, you know, we can
You have
walk
knife
around.
crime?
you know.
You have knife
Yeah,
crime?
we don't
knife
have
crime.
Glocks. We have.
Not so much. Not so much. Like, people get stabbed a normal amount. I'm gonna say a normal.
This is for Fern here. Scotland has 10-foot ceilings. Ireland has 30-foot ceilings. That makes sense.
No, Scotland is above England, and Ireland is off the coast, isn't it? It's like it's
No.
It's a separate.
no.
It's a separate.
Scotland is north of England. So you have Scotland is
Let's look at a
connected
map.
to England, and then England is above Wales. So they're the one landmass.
What is
Ireland is
Wales?
completely separated by the.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
learning
the
a lot
West.
today.
I feel like I
That's
know
what I
less
said.
about Ireland now.
Isn't it the Irish?
I
Sea,
thought
actually?
Wales was just England. I didn't know that was a thing.
No, man.
Oh,
So like you have Ireland.
God,
and then there's
Scotland's
this
huge.
entire sea, and then you have
Yeah, there's a sea.
Ireland's
sea
fucking
between
gigantic
the two.
too. I didn't realize it was so big.
Please,
Well,
there's fields
what she
bigger in America bigger than Ireland.
You can drive.
Well, I
north
just
to
meant in
south.
terms of comparison of the size. Yeah, there
You
you
can
go.
drive from Dublin, which is like mid-country, to the north in I think 4.5 hours.
I'm pretty sure there's Big Mac meals in America bigger than fucking Ireland. Like, Jesus Christ, I was over there, I had a starter before and nearly killed me.
Dare you?
Yeah, you could literally drive for almost 24 hours straight and not leave Texas.
That's not true.
I think you can drive north to
And
south
the
in
ends?
8-9 hours.
Up. Well,
You-
maybe
you
that's
can-
true.
you can
Sorry,
drive
I'm thinking.
from the
I thought you
most-
said. I took it as from San Antonio. I was like, oh,
No,
about
no.
10 hours away.
You
In
can drive
probably
from the most
east to
northerly
west.
part of Ireland to the south in like 9 hours.
Yeah, there you go, 9 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, I drove
That's if you're driving in kilometers too, so it's probably faster if you do miles
And
per
you
hour.
know, driving it illegally, you'd be really putting the foot down.
You have the
I drove
Autobahn?
to Dallas, which is 2 metropolitans away, and it was like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Anyways,
You
that
guys
was
should
a
come to
thrilling
Canada.
bit of world history and world geography. Shane, thanks for coming. Do you want to plug anything for your channel? Look at this guy. so
Nah, not
handsome.
really, man.
No, come
I'm just
on.
here- I'm
You
here-
earned
I'm here
it.
for- I'm here for the
That's like
people.
Hot Ones. You sat through the ringer.
Yeah, we got
The gauntlet.
Yeah,
I
there
got
you
to
go.
do a review on C3PO Bane and that 89 Batman. My God, I got the deluxe version. That box, I shit you not, it's the size of a quarter scale. It is huge.
It's huge, eh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's huge.
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 Yeah, go
huge.
give Shane a sub. He's a fucking angel.
Yeah,
as
if you
far
give
as
me
I'm concerned.
50,000, that'd be fucking better. Let me
Well, you have to do the shorts. Shane. You have to do the shorts. That's kind of how that
Yeah,
goes.
play the YouTube game.
Clickbait.
Jesus Christ! Stop it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
Anyways.
a big video tomorrow going why I'm selling my Hot Toys collection. just to get them
I'm out.
subs, baby.
I'm gonna make a
quit.
video with Gollum that says this is the worst thing that's ever happened.
But you
And,
make sure you hold it like this, yeah. You should
I gotta
Photoshop
do
you
this.
holding Ben like this.
Oh, that's pretty good actually.
That's
Isn't that like the Backstreet Boys? Didn't they have that one time?
Yeah,
They were like little puppets.
This statue is better than this figure.
Oh.
The Dwayne Wade statue.
Anyways,
That'd be great.
I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Ben.
I'm Eddie.
Bad fish.
I'm Mike.
I'm Shane.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Wow.
See ya.
You sir.
Love you. And we'll catch you on the next episode.
Bye.
It's
God damn it.
Nut.